Yeah, we're live, boys and girls, today on WWE ESPN Sports Ball the Third. We
It's a lot
have
of E's.
Sports Brawl the Third.
Hey, who said it? He knows what he said.
Yeah, are you questioning my language of the English?
It's
Yeah.
Sports Brawl the Third.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna make myself somewhat presentable.
Why?
Because I look like trash right now.
So do I.
I look like I just crawled out of bed.
You did.
No, I didn't.
I did.
Good job.
Not really. I've been in this chair.
There's me.
Hi, Jake. Oh, hold on. I gotta do the thing with the. Hold on.
Me so pale.
Okay, if I open the internet here, is it gonna capture? Yes. Good. Nobody watch my stream that's in this voice call. Otherwise, you're ruining it for yourselves, and that's just horrible. Alright, how do I do it? How did I do this? I go to not main monitor. I go to main cam, webcam. Open that. Deactivate. Now I turn camera on here. Boom. Then I activate the camera on the other one. Boom. Beautiful. Done. Easy peasy.
Did you figure out how to do this?
What?
Like how to stream and have
I
your face in
can't.
Discord or whatever?
I can't do both. But
Oh, okay.
I can have it so it's showing up here for you guys. And realistically, if I want to show cameras, I could probably just stream Discord as well, like a little bottom corner so you can see everybody. But I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. Ugh.
I just finished off an almond cookie or something, so
Almonds.
almonds. Do you guys celebrate like Saint Nicholas Day?
I believe that is Christmas.
No, that's like
Then no,
3 days ago or something.
that's not a thing.
It's our thing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the day that we fill our stockings with gifts and get gifts.
You're describing Christmas.
It's like a pre-Christmas teaser. Okay, you're getting some gifts.
Sounds like you celebrate Christmas twice.
Actually, because we're Polish, we celebrate Christmas Eve, and then we celebrate Christmas.
So you get it 3 times?
Yeah. Yeah, we're really good
So
at.
that's where you're wrong.
Yeah, we like to really get our gifts. All right. I see Javoli.
That's me.
Squirrel is doing her makeup and hair so she can be so attractive on stream for her
She's
sexy GM.
doing, yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if you're gonna like understand that she's doing it for you.
It's only
It's
for
like
me.
there's
Well, I don't know
literally
about that.
nobody-
I don't.
There's nobody else here. Maybe.
Hold
guess
on, I
she's embarrassed,
disagree
like, what
because like
what
don't-
I think, I guess, but
I
don't know.
feel
how
like
that
it
would
might
work.
be more for you. Be like, I don't want other people to see me like all messy and stuff because like
Maybe, I guess.
I've lived with her for a week. Like, she doesn't care what I think.
Oh, I fucked it up. I've fucked it up.
Don't do that.
It didn't take long.
Alright, where are you guys anyway? You guys are there. What's in that room? Alright, so let's do a quick recap for all of us that don't remember what happened. We'll do that when Allie's back. That would make more sense.
Perhaps.
We'll throw on some lo-fi in the background. Lo-fi music brought to you by Pretzel, the new streaming platform that's better than the other streaming platform because it's all DMCA free. You're good to go anytime.
Do you use that just for streaming, or do you use that for, like, do you just listen to Pretzel music?
I've slowly started using it more because it's not good music. It's just
It's not good music.
no, it has good music. It's just
Oh, it's got good music.
It's got good music. It has good music. The downsides is it doesn't have terribly many like known or popular songs because those are a pain
Everything
in
has
the
DMCA.
yeah, to like get licensing for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good music. Like, it's fine. I don't like. For me, I don't listen to the popular stuff anyways. And the popular stuff that I listen to, I don't even know what it is because I just throw on like I used to just throw on Spotify, click radio, and let it go. So, like the biggest thing I use off Spotify is honestly the Discover Weekly. Like, I really hope my weekly pre-generated playlist by Spotify is good this week because if it is, then I'll listen. If it isn't, then I guess I'm waiting until next week.
Okay, relate.
Low effort music here.
Yeah, same though.
I actually saw something like just like one of those like memes or whatever. It's like for those people that have like one playlist. Like, I like this song. Spotify, take it with the rest of them. It just chucks it off a cliff into this massive barrel filled with songs. It's like, that's me. I have my like songs from or from radio playlist that has like over 1,000 songs. They're like, yeah, that's the playlist of songs that I like. Or at one point, like,
I relate to that. Like, I see that. That's me. Makes sense.
there's very few times that I've actually like tried to make playlists, and they're okay. They're subpar.
Done it a couple of times. I mean, like the playlists I make are like just collections of like genres of songs. It's like classic rock music, and that's my playlist.
You know, Spotify does that for you, or any.
Yeah, but I don't like all songs
Gotcha.
from a genre song.
Jake Cloud. Jake Cloud.
Oh, you know what I need?
Hi.
We need some like.
Hi.
Here we go.
Better.
Pretzels,
I
we
don't know
got
why
some
Jake
electros.
was echoing specifically.
This Jake is like got that voice that like say.
They wanna?
I don't know.
Maybe if I move this over here.
Oh yes, over there is better.
Is it?
I don't know.
You like it better over there?
I like it better over here.
I see. Well, truly, I don't know what that means.
Me either.
Oh, hold on.
Javoli ravioli. Hi.
Ravioli. Hi.
Hi. Did you do your makeup?
Hi. No, that was from yesterday. I brushed my hair.
Oh, I see.
And I went pee.
I see. So did you do it for me or did you do it for Jake?
Brush my hair or go pee?
Hair.
Well, I didn't necessarily do it for either of you. I just feel like if I was staring at myself with my hair being a mess, I would hate myself.
Why are you staring at yourself?
Because my
That's your
camera
first
is
mistake.
right there.
You could just like click on someone else's picture and be like, oh, that's someone else.
Yeah, because I just want to see you guys like full face and not be able to see anybody else.
I mean, I thought that that's what you were doing with me anyways.
I would have, but Jake is like, he thinks that this is specifically so that we can see each other, and I feel like if I put it just full face you and Jake was talking to me, it would be kind of weird.
Oh, I can't even believe you would consider just like getting rid of me.
Well,
It's like, I'm here, I'm your partner in this adventure, and you're just like, nah, I don't really want to like interact with that guy.
but that one's like my partner.
Oh, hey. I'm gonna teach you something. Right click on your picture, and there's a disable video option right under mute, and you don't have to look at yourself ever again.
What do you mean?
In Discord, right click on your video. Oh wait. Oh wait. You can't do it to yourself? What the heck? You can do it to other
No.
people.
I can't do it to myself.
That's annoying. Never mind. That's really annoying. Why can't you like... Oh wait, so oh, maybe that's like admin stuff. Maybe if I disable video for you, it disables that for everybody.
I think so.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Alright, never mind. Moving on. Recap. Does everybody remember where we ended?
Yeah, in the
Jake
area.
sucks at fighting,
Yeah.
and we went upstairs.
Yeah, and then you read a book about the elves and how they died.
Dead elves.
Yeah, they got sucked off by a rock and then the tree ate them. Unintentionally. Alright. So, I believe we healed up. You guys got some spell slots back.
Oh yeah, and then we went to bed.
Yeah, you guys took a nap on these crusty old decayed beds.
Nap time.
Alright, yeah. Alright, where do you guys want to go next?
I think we need to go up, don't we?
Up where?
Or I guess we can leave this. Leave this room to the right, right?
Yeah, you can go to the right.
Let's go to the right.
Okay.
Is that zombie still alive over there?
No,
We
he's-
killed
No,
all
it's
those
dead.
things,
Yeah,
right?
he's
Yeah,
dead.
Don't worry, I killed him.
we killed it.
You say we? You did like 2 damage to him.
I contributed.
Actually, I think you hit him for 4.
Okay. So
I
he did, like, 4 damage.
contributed. I
How much
contributed.
health did he have?
I also buffed you. So I forgot that.
A decent amount.
Jake, are you coming? Sorry, Ravioli, are you coming?
I'm coming. I'm coming. You just gotta relax.
Alright, you guys are going down this dark hallway, and you're entering this room here. And as you're entering, see a unusually large, but quite fearsome looking. If I can click on it. Large spider.
Fearsome looking large spider. Just turn
Yes.
around, come back.
But now, for perspective,
Why did you put a spider into this?
because it's a spider. Now
Do you
this
hate me?
this spider is like decently large. It
For a spider or like for a person?
it's definitely larger than Jake.
Larger than a house spider, got it.
Yeah. It's about
Larger than Jake or larger than Ravioli?
Javoli, sorry. Relative to you as an elf. Like an elf is pretty tall, but it still goes up to like waist height, maybe a little bit higher. And it's
So it's like a solid like 2 feet, 2.5.
it's more like a 3. Yeah.
3?
3 feet high, like 4-ish feet wide. Or like circular wide, like radius or diameter.
Like its body or its legs included?
Its body.
Okay, I was gonna say its legs are real stubby then.
No, it's got long legs. Got some big legs. It's a legger. Alright, and then this thing, like, as you're approaching, you see that it's kind of trying to eat on something in the floor.
I'm
And
gonna assume there's a person on the floor.
you would be correct. Upon further
God, I'm good.
if you choose to inspect it further, you notice that it's a it used to be a head of a elf, but
Did we choose to inspect it further?
I guess so.
I mean, it seems like Allie was already on it. Like Squirrel was like, man, what's it nibbling on it? Yeah.
I do like to know what things are nibbling on.
There you go. Let's go an initiative roll. I'm gonna start this session off with some combat real quick.
Bada bing, bada initiative.
That's a
Hold on, I forgot how to
15.
use this.
No
You
worries.
click on the initiative button.
Yeah. Give me a second.
You just click on it. It's easy.
Jake, I'm gonna throw you out a window.
You can do that. It's D&D.
No, I'm gonna physically throw Jake himself out a window.
She just doesn't like me.
All right, Squirrel, you're up first.
Cool. I take it I'm not a badger anymore. I don't really remember what happened. Did I go to bed as a badger?
No, no, you stopped being the badger. You went to bed. You healed up, and now you can become a badger again if you so choose. You can actually do that twice before needing to take another rest.
So we're doing combat.
Yes.
Can I since
Nope.
since I'm a Ow. Since I'm a decent
Go on.
distance away from said spider,
Yeah.
can I hit him with a ray of frost, or am I too far away?
No. So, your rare frost will have like a distance on it for you, or like the range that you can cast it on. I believe it's like 30 feet or something.
I feel like
So, huh?
spells always go further than you would expect. in
Yeah.
D&D. Especially when you're playing on like a grid
60
like this.
feet. It's
60,
60
yeah,
feet.
that's
So
yeah.
I'm in range.
So
I'm
you are
perfectly fine.
more than in range.
Okay, so before he gets close enough, I think I'm gonna throw that at him.
Alright. It's a ray,
So-
like you channel it. It's like a little. Bzzz.
Well, yeah.
You don't throw it at him.
I'm throwing my use of the spell
Yeah,
at him.
here,
Oh my
have
God,
a
God,
ray.
It's the flavor police.
Okay, hold on. Click that.
Can
How'd I do?
you click on the actual spell? I want to know like what I need to be checking against.
That's what it did. When
You
I
gotta
clicked
here.
on
You gotta go to the spells tab. So up
that. I
on
am
the top.
in the spells tab.
Or-
Alright, hold on. I got it.
So like core bio spells. You see that? There?
Spells.
Yeah, I hit the spells, and then when I did
Okay.
that, it
Ray of
did that
Frost.
again.
You click on the little chat bubble when you hover over it. You see that?
I did it.
Good job. Alright, so 60 feet, one action, creature within range, verbal sonatic, frigid beam of white lashes. Make a ranged spell attack. On hit, it takes 1d8 cold damage. Go ahead and click on your damage. Because that is going to hit. You are going to chill that spider.
I
Put 'em
already
on
forgot what else I'm
ice.
clicking on here. You
Alright.
said click on your damage.
Yeah, so it's on your roll, you would click on the name of the spell again. 6 damage. Alright, so that's going to be a solid 6 damage to that spider. Now, you've reduced its movement speed to 10 feet. Now, unfortunately, you are only 10 feet away from it.
But I reduced its movement speed, so
Yes. So, actually, I mean, you've only taken an action now, so you can move and reposition if you so choose to.
okay. So then could I say go up to the spider and hit him? No, because that's another action.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Okay.
Javoli.
Javoli's turn. Javoli will. I guess we'll just cast Vicious Mockery for now. And that's probably gonna be the
You're going
play
to be
here.
casting at a disadvantage. You're around the
Oh, because
corner.
can I step out? I can
Yeah.
because I've got my halfling quickness.
Yeah.
Let's go like right there. 10 feet, so the spider can't reach me here.
Alright.
So I will cast Vicious Mockery.
Before you do that, just quick, since you are by the door, a little bit of light.
Oh, sight
Yeah.
lines.
Look at that. Alright. And then you see. Okay, cool. Alright. Vicious Mockery. DC 13 Wisdom save. That will hit. Spider's not very wise. And you're gonna do a solid 3 damage to him.
That's almost max.
Almost.
What you got, Allie? Come on.
I did 6 damage to him. So
Okay, anyway.
I may have doubled the damage that you just did.
Now the
May have, but I mean, yet to be seen, I suppose.
Alright, the spider's gonna come over here. Actually, interesting. It's gonna go for a bite attack on Squirrel. And go ahead and give you a little. And it's gonna give you a little bite-a-roo, and it's gonna do 5 damage. I'm gonna need you to do a Constitution saving throw. Alright.
I'm doing great things. Don't you worry about me.
So you're actually gonna take another 8 damage
Okay.
from the toxins coming from the bite and coursing into you.
Wait, so is it 8 damage total, or is it?
13 damage total.
Oh boy, okay.
I'm gonna need you to do something.
Dude, monsters always hit so hard. I don't know what to do. I'm just a little teeny tiny, like, halfling person.
And that will be the turn for the spider. So Squirrel's
I
gonna be
feel
your
like
turn.
I should just be, like, trying to support you.
I feel like I'm gonna die.
Well, I can
So,
make that
okay.
not happen.
So the spider's a jackass is what I'm learning. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give him a little smacky do with my fancy fire sword. And I'm gonna smack my ferret too. I swear to God, come here, you little brat. Smacky do with my sword.
Okay. So give me a attack roll with your scimitar.
There you go.
Alright. Unfortunately, that's not gonna. Your arm's a little weakened from the bite. The venom's kind of coursing through, and when you go for a swing, it doesn't have that oomph behind it, and don't quite connect and slash through the. What does the spider have like? It doesn't have hide, the skin.
Is this toxin like something that's gonna deal repeated damage that I can like cure?
No, it's a one-time thing.
Okay.
For now.
You guys are all in my way to pick up your mess.
Okay. It's my turn?
Yeah.
Cool. I am going to duck over here, back behind Allie, Squirrel, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
What do I click on this here? Oh, it's gonna ask me what spell slot I want to cast it in. Is it? No. I don't know how to cast this here. Information, Cure Wounds. Button.
Holy spells. Where's Cure? So it pops up with a cast at what level, and you just hit submit, right? Yeah.
How do I get that?
I just went
What
to.
button are you pressing?
I just clicked on the spell in your spell sheet. So under the spells, click on your wounds.
I've got, okay, look, I've got a chat button, which does this.
Yeah,
I've got an information button.
yeah. You just click on the name.
It doesn't do anything.
Doesn't?
No.
What the heck? That's weird. I'm not sure. Because all I'm doing is I'm in your spell book. I'm watching like as you click things and it's opening the info and closing it. And all I do is click on the cure wounds. It gives me a little pop-up saying cast at what level.
I got that to work before. Let's see, like that works. The cure wounds doesn't.
Not sure.
There's this little like bubble here. Do I need to do anything with the bubble?
I don't think so. I don't know. Do you have like a... I couldn't tell you, honestly. I have no idea. I mean, what does cure wounds do? Like, you want to just roll a 1d8?
Yeah, I guess. And then what's
And-
my spellcasting ability modifier?
I believe it's charisma.
Oh. Wait, let me see.
Yeah, charisma is your ability modifier. So you would add 3.
Okay, give me a sec. Let me see. Spellcasting ability. Charisma. And that doesn't change it. What's the little red dot for? I don't understand. Okay, I'll just roll that.
Oh, the red dot next to it? That's like if you're playing a wizard or something to mark which spells you have prepared.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's nothing for me to
Yeah,
push
just
the button on here.
I would say just roll a d8
Okay.
and add
D8.
3.
Oh.
Well,
So anyway, I guess that'll be 4. But I will strum and play some bardic tunes.
okay.
Did I get any of those back, by the way? Bardic inspiration.
Probably. I'll just say you're at full.
Just gonna wait until bardic becomes 8. So it's a D4, right? D6. Okay. Equal to my charisma modifier, which is 3.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, I'll roll a d8 for Ellie.
How's this
I'm
work?
gonna roll here.
Okay.
Or a d6. Roll d6 and then she adds that to her thing. I think. Unless she just gets the d6 and then she...
I think she uses... Hold on.
Creature gains 1 bardic inspiration die. Okay, so
Yeah, so
she'll
she gets
have
to
a
use
D6
it
the
whenever
next
she
time
needs
she
to.
goes to make an attack, yeah.
What am I doing?
Nothing. I'm trying to buff you a little bit. Or on
So-
the Badger plan.
Yeah, you, at some point in the future, within the next 10 minutes, in-game, you can add an extra 1d6 to one of your rolls, to try and, like, do something. So, like, whether that's, like, on hit or an ability check or something.
Okay.
Okay.
That is all.
Alright. Spider-Roo is gonna go for another bite on Squirrel.
Can it stop biting me?
Stop looking so tasty.
And...
Naturally tasty. It's a curse.
It is. I'm just.
Unfortunately for the spider, it does not connect this time. Ellie's armor, so the squirrel's armor protects her a little bit better this time around. Spider doesn't quite get the angle it needed to get
God
into that
bless.
follow-up. Squirrel, go ahead.
Squirrel's gonna go for another freaking swing against this spider now that I've not been bitten this time around. You know, the poison's like not weakening me nearly as much as prior before. As Matt looks through his book to see if I'm able to swing again.
No, you can swing.
Okay, what are you doing?
I am looking up anything that might be useful for this weapon, since you're using like the radiant one.
He's trying to see how he can kill you with the spider.
I'm not.
Okay, well, I'm gonna kill the spider.
Don't you know it's the DM's job to kill the party?
Yeah, come on. Alright, well, you're definitely hitting with a 20. Congratulations. Give me that damage.
Roll that damage.
Yeah, 5 slashing damage. Okay. Go ahead and, as you hit it, the sword glows again, doing some radiant damage. The clearly signifying that this spider is actually undead. It's not a live spider. Supposedly been brought back to life.
First of all, fuck undead spiders. When I kill them, they need to stay dead.
You haven't killed it yet.
I'm just saying, in general, if a spider gets murdered, it needs to stay murdered.
Alright, well, give me an extra 2d6. Okay, cool. Cool. So that's going to be a solid 12 damage. And... Alright. 2 plus 12. So you swing at this spider, and you pretty much like char through its skin, slicing pretty deep into it.
That's gonna smell bad.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Smells like spider.
You're mixing
Spider
like
barbecue.
unholy, like undead, rotted spider flesh with radiant energy that's just burning right through it.
Does the spider still have hairs?
Yeah, but they're like falling out.
Yeah, but that just adds to the like burning hair smell too. Disgusting.
It's a hairy one too.
Like a tarantula.
Close, but not that bad. Not that bad.
Okay.
You can like see you can like see what like the not bony, but like the actual like legs and stuff. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Man, I figured out the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have my character sheet on this monitor, but my main Roll20 screen is on this monitor. So I push the spell over here, and the window pops up on here. So I was looking at this, and it was like, bup, 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 bup. I just clicked through like 20 windows asking me what level I wanted to cast it at. It's okay, so learning experience.
All right, so you've swiped at this spider. Is there anything else you'd like to attempt to do?
The combat sucks. I don't know,
Well,
maybe I just,
how
like,
bad
swing.
does it hurt? Like I sliced through its like skin, and I'm like charring it. Is it like ready to fall over? Is it?
I mean, it's not looking too hot. But like it's undead. You can't really like it's got no life to it to begin with.
So here's the question: can I pull one of its legs off?
I'm gonna say that's probably like a second action, and yeah.
Then I'm alright.
All right.
What's your intention? What's your intention with that?
To
like,
beat
why?
it to death with its leg.
With its own leg.
Maybe. I mean, either beat it to death with its leg, or like chuck the leg back at it. Maybe it can't walk now because it's like limping. Because 7 legs isn't enough.
All right, Jake.
Is this thing dead, or is it still like unliving?
What do you mean?
It's still going, right?
Oh yeah, it's still going. Javoli, bring us in.
Sorry, just because you were describing how it was burning apart, and last time things caught on fire, they were dead.
No, this one's not dead.
That's why I was asking
No, those were vaporized and completely like destroyed. This was just holy blade against undead flesh. Yeah, you licked that bottle.
Alright. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna make a Javoli attack.
A Javoli.
Now what are the moves for like engaging in combat?
What do you mean?
Like if I move into the spider's thing, does it get like an opportunity attack? What are the rules surrounding that?
I'm gonna say, so normally if you were to move like the 2 spaces that you just did, yes. Because Squirrel is there and you can technically go under her, I'm gonna say you're not gonna get that attack of opportunity. Plus, she just chunked the spider, so you're good to move those 2 spaces if you want.
I would like to move those 2 spaces. I will put myself in the line of danger in the interest of protecting Squirrel, because I didn't really heal you last time, Squirrel. I'm sorry. I tried. We're gonna whip out the longsword and we're gonna slash this spider and just what legs are still remaining on this spider?
All the legs are still remaining.
Alright, we're gonna go for the
I wasn't able to pull a leg off.
Yeah.
Front right leg. Front left leg, so that Squirrel can grab the leg and start beating the spider with it if she chooses.
Alright.
That is the plan.
Alright.
And a 1, a 2, and 1, 2, 3. Say.
So Javoli takes a swing at the spider, but focusing too much on that leg, and the leg's kind of like thin and spindly or whatever, and he goes for it, but doesn't quite make it. He's got like a small, long sword. Really, it's just kind of like a regular sword because of how short he is. And he kind of whiffs it, and
it's kind of just regular sword.
He like nicks the side of the leg maybe, and it's like the spider's just like completely unfazed. It's undead, doesn't really care. But it does focus on Javoli now.
Thank God.
Yay!
It's got like a low
Alright.
short-term memory. It just kind of takes
as a bonus action. I would like to no longer be here. Can I do that? I don't think I have anything I actually can do right now, so I'm just gonna let it be. All right. Back to you, Spider.
Spider's gonna go for its attack on Javoli here, and it's gonna connect its fangs on the little halfling.
Oof.
Now,
not 8 damage, not 13 damage, please.
Javoli,
only got 21 hit points.
Javoli's gonna be crying after this one because he's gonna be taking that's gonna be can I get a Constitution saving throw from you?
Okay, fine. Give me a bada bing bada 10.
10. All right. So Javoli is gonna be taking a
It's gonna be like 32 damage.
Not quite. It is going to be an 18.
Oh my god. Literally my entire health pool. What is this? Trash DM. OP monsters. Sessions ruined. I quit. I'm not having fun.
The spider like lunges at this halfling and clearly overpowering it with its size. Just like berries.
You're like fight him, Javoli, and I'm like, okay.
He gets bit by this massive spider. Fangs are just going right into him, coursing with the venom.
The venom.
I would like to casually remind Javoli about the 2 health potions that are in his bag.
Can you drink those during combat?
I would assume so.
Okay. I just don't know. Like health potions, like I like sometimes they're instant, and sometimes they're like, oh, you get to heal up after a nice little resty boy.
No.
I don't know how they work. I don't know how they work in.
You drink them, you heal.
Okay.
That's why they're health potions. They're not rest potions.
Okay.
Those are
That's my tip to you.
Stop yelling at me.
Alright, well, Squirrel, it's up to you. Can you save your poor friend Javoli?
Excellent
Mentally
question.
or physically? Because mentally, there's no saving.
Mentally, I'm gone. She's right.
Alright, so I was gonna take a whack at him with his little leg, whatever, but now that Javoli's on the ground crying, I think I'm
dying. Dying? I have 3 HP.
I said crying.
Yeah, but you should have said dying.
Whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna throw that at him.
Just roll another 20? What the heck?
I did, yeah.
Alright, give me that damage.
I'm gonna go with a 4, I guess.
Alright. Spider. He's gonna fail his wisdom saving throw against the
scimitar? The sword?
The radiant damage.
Okay.
The radiance. The holiness that's coursing through his undead body. As he bursts into flames and turns to ash.
This is the only way we know something is dead, is if it bursts into flames.
Well,
for real.
Everything in this thing is undead, and I give you a sword that, if you succeed, it'll vaporize it.
Alright. So it's dead, and Javoli is not going to die now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Now you guys are left with a 3 health and a 15 health.
Alright, time to pot up. How much do these health pots heal?
Great question. Wait, hold on. In here, right?
Yeah, and I've got 2 of them. I didn't add them to my inventory, but I do remember that was not that long ago.
Yeah, Allie has 1, you have 2. Where does it specify the dungeon?
I also have a vial of glitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's me too.
What the heck? Where did it go?
Perhaps it was never there.
It was here. I saw it the other time. I know it was here.
I could look it up if you want me to.
There's a thing describing rarities of potions of healings. And now I just can't find it. Huh? Where did it go?
Where did it go?
Where did it go?
Oh, do we be? How do they know?
Alright, you know what? Where's the potion of healing? Not a portable hole. Not a potion of giant strength. Ah, here we go. Healing. So, you're gonna get 2d4 plus 2 healing for each of them.
Alright. 2d4 plus 2. Ready. Can I just chug 2 of them, or is it 1 action per? Or I guess we're out of combat. So
yeah, out of combat. Right. And I would say that they're bonus actions.
Okay. So, they're bonus actions. Wow, health pots are good.
I would say so.
I'm gonna go for 1 right now, so that's 7.
Always, 7. Chug a healing potion and throw the empty bottle at something.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of funny. And I don't have there's no cantrips that do anything for me. I could heal, but
yeah, there's no healing cantrips.
Do I get any slots back from sleeping?
Yeah, you get
okay.
Something. I don't remember what.
Okay.
5e short rest. The character you can heal on a short rest.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna drink the other pot too.
So, okay.
2d4. That's 9. Okay. There we go. I lost 2 health in that encounter. That's not horrible. Alright. So, Spider has been vanquished. Do you want to check out this like church-looking room behind me?
No, I'm gonna take my pot too.
Okay. Having a little pot break.
Yeah. Oh.
Oof. Oh man, that's rough. Alright, well you get 4 health back.
Wait.
That's not great.
Well, you guys are both at 19 health.
Okay. Yeah, but you can wild shape, right? So
yeah, so
like,
she's good.
You should still be tanking. Let Javoli free. Let Javoli live. Alright, I'm gonna saunter on over here.
Alright.
Now that we're done with our pot. Let's check out this building.
Yay, drugs!
Hold on. You're walking into a very dimly lit and large room. It's filled with, like...
Oh, I know where I'm going right now.
Hold on. Calm yourself. Move yourself back.
I touched the pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4. I touched the chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 chairs.
Alright, so you walk into a large room with pews, and there's an altar at the front center area. And this would be the room that you would kind of refer back to the story where this is most likely where the rituals and ceremonies would take place for the priestesses becoming priestesses, etc. So there's a good chance this is where the high priestess killed her daughter.
This is where the thing happened.
The
thing we read about in the book.
Yes. So
it was because of the dark cloaked man.
As you move into the room, you notice that there's a few things flittering about.
All right.
These bitches again.
Let's experiment. This time I'm not gonna swing at them. Let's see what they do. All right. Go ahead, Squirrel. You. Right after you.
All right. Perfect.
Runs in.
Sorry.
Alright,
okay.
What's gonna be the move here? Well, how are you guys handling this with the sprites?
I'm gonna keep my distance. Squirrel's gonna keep her distance, but she's gonna call out to the little stupid fairy right there and see if it responds. She's gonna be like, "Hey, what's going on here?"
This will be great.
So you say hey, and the three sprites kind of turn and look at you. They're the same as like the ones down on the first floor where they're all dark.
And it's immediately clear that they're rabid and they want to eat you.
You see that their eyes are like completely dark, completely black. It's like there's no life there. They're like almost just pure magical beings, which pretty much they are. And they reach for their short bows and
they've got bows?
Taking aim at you.
They're too evil to not be nice, but they're not too evil to forget how to use their short bows.
I was hoping that maybe if anything, they would just slowly have to come at us, but I guess they have bows. So.
Time to get some vicious mockery up in here. What are these things? They gotta have like what, 4 hit points, right?
Not quite.
I'm just gonna like.
Alright.
You're fat. You're ugly. You're dumb.
Let's get a new initiative check here, because
back in it. Boop. Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna have.
Okay, Javoli, not light on his feet like last time.
Yeah, Javoli is kind of struggling. He's still recovering from being bit by that large spider.
Apparently.
Now, Squirrel being at the front of the party is gonna be the one taking the hit.
Of course I am.
You're gonna see 2 arrows get shot at you. One whizzing past your head. The other one is going to breach your armor. Unfortunately, or well, fortunately for you, these are short bows made for sprites. They're small. They're little. It's like getting a little toothpick shot at you, and you get shot with this tiny little arrow, and like pricks you for 1 damage.
Well, that's not bad.
But I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, because they're poison, because they're small, and that's how they kill people.
Why can't I roll a good Constitution?
Well, you unfortunately do feel nothing.
Slightly sickly.
Nothing.
You unfortunately feel nothing.
Yes.
They make you depressed.
That's the poison. It's depression.
They're like, we don't want to kill you now. Yeah, we just want to see you die.
Yeah, so unfortunately you feel nothing as you lose consciousness and fall to the floor.
Motherfucker. This is bullshit.
That's not really bad. Take the nap.
This is some bullshit real quick.
Not Javoli. Your time to shine, because Squirrel's unconscious. You got 3 sprites. 2 of them taking aim at you. One of them has pulled out its longsword, the one closest to you, and is yeah.
Okay,
How much poison did this toothpick have?
Where's my thingamajig?
Okay, so I am going to attempt to hide behind Squirrel, because I'm naturally stealthy, and this is something that I can do.
Okay.
Don't make that face at me. This is part of the plan. And then, do I like roll for stealth here, or like, do I just kind of gotta go for it? I guess.
You know how they always tell you, like, in school shootings, to, like, use other bodies to cover you to make it look like you...
Do they tell you that? Do they always tell you that? Oh my god.
Every time I went through one of those shooting drills or whatever, they were like, alright, I know this is gonna sound terrible, but rub blood on you and hide under the bodies to make it look like you're down too. I feel like that's what you're doing.
Alright, well... What you got for me, Javoli?
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to hide. That is the beginning of this plan.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast invisibility on myself, obviously.
Okay.
You don't want to use it on me so they don't harm the sleeping person?
Concentration.
Hey, just for your reference, being unconscious, you can't move or speak, and you're unaware of your surroundings, obviously. You drop whatever you're holding and fall prone. And
I'm not holding anything.
Well, if you were holding anything.
If you
are you're holding the sword. Are you holding the sword?
Are you not holding the sword?
I mean, I guess. Does that count?
Yeah.
Alright.
So you've dropped your sword.
Javoli, it's your time to shine.
I'm trying.
And any attack that hits the creature, is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
When do I wake up?
Yes.
Probably not gonna like try and kill Squirrel, I would assume. Right? Probably.
Are you mumbling to yourself?
I'm trying to reason. I mean, yeah, we're gonna do this. So cast at level 2 because I think it's the only level I can do that.
Okay.
Oh, I don't need to roll for anything.
Wait, are you becoming invisible or are you making her invisible?
No, I'm making me invisible.
Okay.
And that's my action, right? Or do I still get a move action?
No, that would be your it says it's a 1 action casting time.
You're gonna
but you can move. Yeah. So you can move, take an action, and then take a bonus action.
You are going to let me die.
So I'm going to move around the edge here. I'm not gonna let you die. I'm going to kill the sprites using stealth because otherwise, how the hell am I gonna kill the sprites?
Okay.
If I grab this sword, does the sword go invisible?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to... Is that like another action or is that like a bonus action that I can do?
I'll say that that's just... That doesn't require an action because
All right. I'm just gonna snag the sword and I'm gonna go chill over in this corner, like here-ish. I don't want to get too close to the sprite, but I want to be like close enough.
Is this your first time actually holding the sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the magical sword shines brightly as you grab it, recognizing your intent to save Squirrel and wants to aid you, and so it shrinks in size so you can actually use it.
Terrible.
Okay. The sword loves me.
Okay, and I'm gonna chill over in this corner for right about now.
Okay. So the last sprite here, it's going to.
Real quick, lesser restoration. It says I can touch a creature and end one disease or condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. So that doesn't mean unconscious.
She is poisoned. That is what's causing her to be unconscious.
Oh, so I could just
yes.
do that? Can I like retcon my entire turn?
What is that? Hold on.
Can I just want to like go back to here and instead of casting invisibility, I want to cast lesser restoration.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. There we go. I'm gonna do that.
What is lesser restoration? That's a first level?
Second level spell.
And you were making fun of lesser restoration earlier.
What?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. For what?
At the very beginning.
Why?
Alright, cool. Well, alright, so Jake touches you. Or Javoli touches Squirrel.
Hey, Jake, I did not agree to that.
And in doing so, you no longer are poisoned. You, as a result of that, you wake up and you realize that you're on the floor now. The sword's off to your side, but you're on the ground.
This is way better, yeah.
Javoli, you can still take actions if you want. Well,
okay.
You can still take a move.
I can take a movement.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of want to continue to hide.
Okay.
Like, I just feel like that's smart because.
How does that work?
I don't know.
I think that might be an action. I don't know. Because you have something that lets you hide or whatever.
Well, it says I'm naturally stealthy.
You can attempt to hide. Okay, so
that's the only thing that would say.
Yeah. Hold on. There's like a hide specific thing that you can do in combat. Combat, your turn, bonus actions, healing, damage rolls, cover, melee attacks, instant attackers, range.
Maybe I'm not like actually attempting to hide. I'm just like.
Alright, when you take so it is an action. You make a dexterity stealth check and attempt to hide. If you succeed, you gain certain benefits as described in unseen attackers and targets. And then there's a separate section in Chapter 7 for hiding. So Chapter 7, using ability scores.
That's how complicated this game is.
Stealth. It lets you conceal yourself without being seen or heard. Not quite invisibility, but close enough. Hiding. When you try and hide, make a dexterity stealth check. Until you're discovered, you stop hiding. The check's total is contested by the wisdom perception check of any creature that actively searches for signs of your presence. You can't hide from a creature that can see you. If you make noise, such as shouting a warning or knocking over a vase, you give away your position. An invisible creature can't be seen, so it can always try to hide. Signs of its passage might still be noticed, however, and it has to still stay quiet. In combat, most creatures stay alert for signs of danger. So if you come out of hiding and approach a creature, it usually sees you. However, under certain circumstances, the DM might allow you to stay hidden as you approach a creature that is distracted, allowing you to gain advantage on an attack before you are seen. Passive perception, when you hide, there's a chance someone will notice you even if they aren't searching. So just when you hide, the DM compares your stealth check to the creature's passive wisdom score, which is 10 plus the modifier. as well as any other bonuses or penalties. If the creature has
I don't think I'm like properly hiding anyway, so I think I'm just like going to remain behind Allie for now.
But good to know because you do have like that whole thing for hiding. I do wanna point out for unseen attackers, when you attack, you have, or when you attack something you can't see, you have disadvantage, and then obviously you have advantage if you're the one attacking. But attacking then gives away your position, obviously. So.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. Yeah. So actually I might. Allie, should I back up like into the room behind us so you can back up if you want? Like, do you want to back up through the doorway, or what are your thoughts on this?
I don't know what the solution here is.
Yeah, I don't particularly love this fight.
Me either. Mostly because some of them are ranged, and I want to sleep again.
Yeah. Are they like?
I mean, you do have ranged spells.
I'm sorry, what?
They do all have short bows. You can see them like slung over their one guy's shoulder, and then the other two are obviously using them. They all have short bows. They all have swords. You guys do have range yourselves. Like Jake has the Vicious Mockery. You have your Ray of Frost.
I mean, I feel like we might almost want to just back up into the doorway. Or like behind the door, I guess.
We can do that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have this sprite kind of fly over here.
Well, I mean, it's still my movement turn, right?
Oh, yep, sure. Go for it.
So, I'm gonna back up there. Okay.
When do I get to have a turn?
You were gonna go before Javoli, but you got put unconscious.
It's annoying.
So he's gonna fly over. His intention was to look for Javoli, so he's kind of taken aback when he doesn't see him there, and is a little bit unprepared because he was thinking that Squirrel was going to be unconscious. When getting there, he looks down, so he's gonna take a quick attack. Not going to hit. So he's like, gets over there, sees that you're awake, so he's a little bit surprised, takes a couple swings, and he's like, oh no, what am I doing?
Excellent. We're doing it. We're doing it.
So these guys now put their short sword or short bows away, now that their buddy's kind of like in line of sight or in range, and they're gonna try and close the distance here to get into melee. Now, Squirrel, your turn. Unfortunately, so here there is a downside to I think your plan. It is going to take your movement action to stand up.
Okay.
So you're not gonna be able to like move away. You'd have to take a separate action to disengage from combat without provoking an attack of opportunity. And that just means like anytime you pass by an enemy that's like actively in combat, if you don't purposely take an action to be safe about it, they can just free hit you real quick. Or attempt to hit you real quick. Does that make sense?
Okay, so since logically I can't really get out of here right now, and this little bastard took a swing at me.
Yeah.
I guess I'll swing at him.
Yeah, so you're gonna grab your sword and like stand up and swing at him at the same time or whatever?
Yeah.
Alright.
Give him a good old uppercut with a sword.
Alright, let's see it. You're killing it with these today.
Just wait till I'm a badger and I try to
swipe. Alright, let's see the damage.
Okay.
All right, so you stand up, you take your little, you grab your radiant blade, it shines to light. You stand up and bring it up right through the sprite, slicing it, and you watch as it falls to the floor.
We're slicing right through the middle, boys.
Slice and dice, baby. You hear from around the corner.
We're going from the bottom up, so you know.
It's like dice and slice. Different.
Alright, so that sprite has died again.
Re-died.
You have slain the undead sprite brought back with the undead necrotic evil energy.
Yeah, I have a question. Did
Yes.
he, like, disintegrate?
No.
No, so he's, like, still an intact
Yes.
sprite body? Cool.
Which we know to mean that he's not actually undead, right?
Oh, don't you worry, I have a plan.
They're technically actually corrupted sprites. More magic than undead. So, Javoli, it's gonna be your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna poke my head into the room and shout insults at somebody, I think.
Alright, let's hear it.
Or, well, do I still have that dagger with me?
You threw it.
Because I threw it before. I don't know if I ever picked it up.
I'll say you
pretty sure
picked
I
it
did.
up.
Okay.
I mean, we took like a short rest, so probably like.
Hey, my dagger. I wonder where that went.
I mean, it was like right after that fight.
When you wake up.
You threw it as part of that fight, so.
Okay. I will go in here. This one nearest us is dead, right? So
Yes.
I'm gonna poke over here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 movement, yeah. And then I will make a throw at the closer sprite with the daggy. How do I roll that?
Just
With I just don't add. I roll the die for damage, right? But I don't add whatever
right.
thing is.
Yeah. So definitely hitting.
Okay, so it's a D4.
You can just click on the dagger too.
Yeah, but then I'd have to subtract the thing. So here's a D4.
All right.
3.
Which sprite are you chucking it at?
The one nearest to us.
This one.
So the one that's on top of the pew. Yeah.
Okay, so you chuck it. Chuck your dagger, you fling it at him, and it lands knife point right in its chest, skewering it like a little Sprite kebab. And
oh yeah.
Falls into the pew, sticking out, and it's just like impaled.
I did it, Squirrel. I did it. I did one.
I'm so proud of you.
Alright, the last sprite, disregarding its friend's deaths, is gonna come up here at Javoli. Got his long sword out. He's just fully set on like there is living beings here. It needs to consume the life force of them.
Bring it on, bitch. I haven't lost.
Going at you. He's gonna hit. He's gonna take his little long sword. He's gonna take Javoli's, stick him, and Javoli's gonna take 1 bit of slashing damage.
Why are you worried about these guys?
I don't know.
Because I was taking a nap. You were afraid.
Okay, yeah.
I was.
It looked a little bit bleak for a second.
All right, Squirrel, your turn.
So,
Yes.
I kind of want to have a little bit of fun with this.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I want to pick up his dead friend in front of me because you
Yes.
said it was a physical being and could be picked up.
Yes.
This is where that question was going. Okay.
I want to chuck it at the sprite as hard as I can.
All right. Let's give me a strength check and a check to hit.
Check to check.
A strength check.
Okay.
And a what?
And give me a 1d20 plus dex. So a dex check.
Oh. So I roll a 1d20 and then give you a dex?
As your dexterity modifier, so you can just click on dex or whatever.
Okay.
Alright. So you pick up the sprite's little friend. And you whip it at him. Unfortunately, you're not very strong. You give like a little oomph, so it's a good throw, but it just doesn't have the impact behind it. You hit him dead on, and you spiral him out of control. The sprite kind of flutters down, has to regain its composure, but he's not quite like out of it.
Okay. Sounds good. I just wanted to see what would happen, to be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I don't think you had enough oomph to actually do damage with it, so.
It's okay, we'll get him.
I would have if I had that secondary roll.
Yeah, then yeah, might have killed him. All right, Javoli.
With his friend.
Yes.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, he's the guy at my feet, right?
Yes.
Okay, and he's on the ground, right?
He's not on the ground.
He's a little shooken up, but
yeah.
he's not.
I mean, he's a little guy. He's like, he got hit by another little guy.
Like he's not, like.
He's lower. He's easier to hit.
He's lower. He's easier to hit. All right.
This is why I shouldn't be allowed to be like a hero in a movie or like a game or anything.
Why not?
I would absolutely just start chucking dead bodies at them.
That's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna whip out my water skin and just try and smack this guy out of the air with a water skin. Just like.
Why the water skin?
Because that's what I chose.
Alright.
Look, if there's water in it,
it's filled with water. It's like a mace.
Alright, let's.
It's like a soft mace.
Let's get a D20 plus dexterity.
Alright, baby. Here comes a D20 plus dexterity roll. D20, bam, 13 plus dexterity is 3. So, where can I put that there? Oh wait, does that just do D20 plus dexterity? It does. Okay, but it was a 13, so
what's the 3 plus
would be
1? Wait, what's that 1 from?
I don't know what the 1 is from. Let's see.
I don't know. Well, we're not counting the 1, but
yeah, no, it would be 13 plus 3, right?
Yeah. Regardless, so you
18,
pull out the water skin, and roll me a 1d4.
1d4 coming up. I feel like that's a generous amount of damage for a water skin.
I think that's I think that's standard for like improvised weapons.
Oh yeah.
All right. So yeah, so you take this water skin, and like the water skin's like almost as large as he is. Actually, no, you're a small person unless you have a large water skin. But anyways, you take your smallest sized water skin that's accurately proportioned for the both of you, and
wouldn't it be like this big?
Yeah, I mean, I mean they're both the same size, I think. Oh no! These guys are smaller even. These guys are smaller than Jake. So like yeah, so this is
like the size of the water skin almost.
It's a large water skin compared to the sprite, but it's like a tiny one compared to you. We're very diverse in sizes. So anyways, Jake takes this abnormally large water skin in terms of a sprite, and with the sprite spiraling out of control and kind of regaining composure, the sprite gets one look up at Javoli. He sees this like lumbering halfling just towering over him as he's met with a water skin just straight to the face.
Bam, bitch.
Feeling the water just really connect, ripple against the skull, and collapses to the ground.
Bam. Javoli. Hell yeah.
So Javoli has killed a zombie with insulting it. He has skewered a sprite and then killed a sprite by knocking its head loose with a water skin.
I'm an improvised weapons kind of guy.
I'm really good at biting things, is all I've learned.
And slashing. You're good with a sword.
I'm good with a sword, not good with my claws.
No. Alright, well, you've successfully cleared out this room. Congratulations. How would you like to proceed with this?
Like that.
Alright, so you walk up.
I go to the center thing.
How many times do I gotta go there?
Alright, so as you're approaching the center thing, you notice on the ground that there is a significant radial increase of like darkness and rottedness. So like at the as you approach the altar, the more fragile and decrepit the tree is. So by the time you're like right next to the altar or the like pedestal altar thing, your feet and your steps are kind of like crumbling into the tree as like you're walking on like dust and ash. Otherwise, the altar is cracked in many areas. It's lacking in any kind of magical energy that might have previously been there. The room itself is barely held up by the pillars. Like those are all fractured. They were previously made by like the vines growing in, and those are like barely holding on still. Everything in this room is kind of just like very much in a worse state than all the other rooms. So, but there's nothing in particular from the altar.
It's almost like it was the epicenter of some strange magical event. I wonder if that cloaked man could
have already
tell us
read
something.
that book. You know what strange magical event this was.
Yes, I know.
Well, Javoli, obviously, he can't trust it, you know? He wasn't there. It's like how he handles the guy in the cloak. You don't know.
I was about to say, he can't trust the journal because he trusts the guy in the cloak. It would be like trusting your brother and then reading a journal about how your brother murdered a man. I mean,
who wrote that journal? It was just a lowly soldier, a lowly elven soldier, not a high class, very nice cloak wearing man.
All right.
You know, perhaps if we knew where this man came from, I could be able to more accurately judge
he
his
came
character.
from the west.
Yeah, I feel like the west has some pretty decent people there.
Alright,
the west is kind of trash.
The west is kind of trash.
Trust me, I'm in the west.
So how are you guys proceeding?
How do you feel?
So you're at the altar, right? Or did you not want to go to the altar? Should I go to the altar because I'm already break through the floor?
My feet were already sinking in the ash. It's too late. You heard the entire description from our weird narrator.
I did.
What do you mean weird narrator?
The weird narrator. All right, I'm gonna walk over to the altar. I want to check this altar out too. I'm gonna Were you on the altar before? Did she ever make it to the altar?
My little like squirrel picture was, but then I moved it back a little bit.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go check out one of these pillars. I climb across the pew to do so. And I would like to inspect the pillar.
Alright, you see the pillar. It's
investigate. Okay, wait. Perception. Okay.
It's built
I'm going to persuade the pillar to tell me all its secrets.
It's built from like vines of the tree. The tree almost mimicking like growing a tree inside of itself. But it has since been cracked.
Dead.
Yeah,
deadified.
It's dead. Its dust is blowing off as you like breathe on it. You're pretty sure that if you like threw your small halfling body against it, you could probably just break right through it.
Should I?
Please don't do that.
Okay. Should we continue searching? There's lots more entrances we haven't explored.
I think that we should. I think we should continue into this room up here to the left, and see what happens. I feel like this is the room of the journal. The journal room.
Though you mean the one that was referred to during the journal?
Correct.
Okay, understood. Yep, agreed. Let's go this way. Peek. Pop. That's quite...
Alright, so you guys make your way into here. Where...
Wait, you passed the chair!
What?
Oh, there's a lot of chairs. Is this the confessional?
No. So you walk into what appear to be like little practice ranges. So there's targets on the opposite walls, and those are like benches, or not benches, but like low tables, almost like somewhere that you could set down like your bow and arrow, stuff like that. You see the ground littered with like arrows from previous uses. There's a few that have like staves and wands on them, but they're all splintered and drained of any magical energy. Trying to pick one up, snaps it in half and turns it to dust. Like it starts turning into dust. Everything in here is just very much same as the previous rooms. Broken and dead.
Yeah. Okay. I say we move on. Maybe investigate like behind here, I guess. Is there anything of note, or is it just decrepit and broken looking?
Just decrepit and broken. Nothing particular.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then we will go down here, I assume, which is just a hallway.
Yep.
Reveals it. There's actually a massive room. And then one more room back through the church area and down into here. Hey, okay, another secret staircase maybe? What's in this room?
Is this really a secret staircase if it's right here?
It's super secret. So this is another former balcony, or current balcony. You're now like on the outside of the tree again. Kind of right, you can see out into the forest. It is very much nighttime. Still pretty late in the night. You've probably been in here for, I'd say, 3 to 5 hours or so.
How long was our nap?
Yeah, we took a nap at some point.
I mean, the short rest was probably like an hour or so. Recoup, recover.
Okay.
Okie
So it's been about like 3-4 hours, maybe 5, somewhere around there. It's hard to tell.
Maybe more, maybe less.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows.
Do you see the
Stairs.
All right, up the stairs.
Oh,
wait,
up
what's
the
this?
stairs.
What? That's just rubble.
this?
It's just rubble.
Okay, up the stairs.
The edges of the balcony. There's no railing anymore. They're very weak.
You can just jump out. Be free.
Yeah.
You know what happened here?
You could.
Should we?
You know what happened? Do you care that much about Joe? The elves don't exist anymore. We can't help Joe anymore.
Yeah, but maybe we'll find some little bit of magic that magics everything back magically and makes it better.
How much magic do you think is in this tree that has sucked the life out of everything?
I mean, well, the tree itself was entirely magic at one point, right?
At one point.
So, like, maybe some is left, right?
Or
Could be a little bit.
that black stone thing that the cloaked man brought, it sucked it all up and then he took it away.
Oh, that's so sad, though.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Well, if it sucked it all up, I will say like it wouldn't be spreading. Well, if you took it away.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Perhaps it wouldn't be spreading. We can't say for sure. Even
Right,
if the
perhaps.
DM is literally telling us.
You're right. You know, If he had taken it away, it wouldn't have been. It would. Maybe spinning, may not be.
Stairs.
All right.
Yeah, let's peek our heads upstairs.
So you guys make your way upstairs into reveal into a circular room.
Oh, look at that cauldron there.
It's not a cauldron.
Okay.
So you make your way up the stairs into a circular room, kind of like towered up, with like, again, what used to be like windows on the walls, kind of like nice little arched windows, but have since been covered and killed.
And a big cauldron.
So in the center,
You said it wasn't a cauldron. I got in trouble for that.
there's a very shallow. There's a very shallow pool with a withered elf laying on the edge of the pool.
Oh, it's a pool.
And
someone take a bath.
Elf was taking a bath.
he's like on the outside of the pool. It's very shallow. There's a spear-like branch running through his chest, and he's like lying on the thing, reaching out for the water or whatever. This is the first room that you've actually seen with a semblance of life to it, because the ground around the pool is actually somewhat green.
I go and sniff the water.
Sniff the water.
The pool, the liquid in the pool, it's glowing, it's shimmering, kind of like bluish white. It's not quite full. It's like there's not much left of it. It's like dried out or
evaporated.
Yeah, something like that. I don't want to say evaporated because it's probably like siphoned off by black magic.
Black Jam.
So
could be anything.
It could be anything, you know. But there is a little bit of water left.
Can I sniff it?
Yes, you can sniff it. It smells like liquidy water. There's no distinct smell difference than anything else.
Nice hairdryer.
But it smells like, it smells like regular water. It doesn't smell like it's any kind of like impure water. Polluted
water. Is it like regular water that's been sitting in a pool for like a year, or is it like regular water from the tap?
It's like pristine water that's been freshly filtered, except it's been sitting in this pool for who knows how long.
I take my finger.
Yeah.
And I touch the water.
So as you touch the water, your finger feels like healthier, better. You feel like less. So on the previous floor, I had mentioned that you guys felt like weaker and started like, kind of losing strength or whatever.
How could you put me in the water? You're like half my
No,
size.
not you. I put the other elf in the water, the one that's dead.
Gotcha.
I like push him in the water.
So are you gonna like unspear him and then whatever?
You have to realize the problem with your thought process here is he got stabbed to death.
Alright. Squirrel, help me unspear this guy and then move him into the water with me.
Okay.
I've got a hunch. I've got a really good hunch about this one.
After touching the water, it feels like it could potentially do something, so okay.
Wait, before we do that, I'm gonna drink some of this water. Because I kind of feel like shit right now. Well, not like I could feel better.
I was gonna lick it, but I was scared that it was like poisonous, so that's why I sniffed it.
Okay.
I will say there's not a lot of water, so.
Okay, I tongue dip the water.
I would say at most you guys could probably get like a little sip each, and then have like
dippy.
A small like one of the maybe like one of those healing potion vials. Full of
dippy, little sippy.
Okay,
that's what I do. Little halfling tongue dip.
After taking each of you taking like a sip or licking the water,
thanks.
You instantly feel like relieved, re-energized. I'll even say like.
Can I have my health back?
Yeah, you guys can each take 4 health back. I'm not even gonna make you roll.
It's so good.
They each get 4 health back, and
I got 3.
You feel much better. You're reinvigorated, and Squirrel, you can notice that your finger actually kind of glows slightly.
Oh, I got a magic finger, you guys.
It's a very similar glow to like what your sword would do.
Oh god.
Jake like sticks out his tongue. His tongue is also glowing.
It's the best adventure ever.
Alright, so you've got like 1 vial left of like liquid.
Alright, so I ripped the spear out of this man's chest.
Okay.
Wait. All right.
Let me get a strength check.
I kind of see what we're like supposed to do here, right? But like, do we do that? I mean, this water is pretty crazy stuff, and I got this like health potion bottle right here, you know, and there's like maybe yay much in there. We can just kind of move it in there, and then who knows how much that could be worth.
Okay, but you wanted this. I have rolled a 10 for ripping this spear out of this man's chest.
it's like all disintegrated, so it's like most of his chest comes out with it. Maybe we should find another elf.
Do you want to bring this with us and maybe find a more important dead elf to use this on? Or do you...
Oh, let's just do the one next to it. I mean, this is
Alright, I
Alright,
put the
we do the one next to it.
Chest.
No, we do the one next to that one. We do that one.
Okay.
I also help you with it.
Okay, so...
That's a stealth check.
Oh, I thought that said strength. Oh, strength is the big one.
Let me help you with it.
Okay, strength is the big one. There, I'm much stronger than I look.
Alright, well, Squirrel and Javoli both go to grab the spear-like branch. They really dig their hands into it because it does, it starts to fall apart as they're gripping it. And as they pull it out, it like falls apart in their hands, and the strength just really just tears the thing apart. And in doing so, it like splits the elf's body in half.
All right, so question now: do we continue with this?
I don't think so. I think we should pick the next one.
All right. Okay, we go downstairs and...
Why are we going downstairs? There's another room.
Okay, we go into the next room. Peek around the corner. I forgot we hadn't actually explored the entirety of the upstairs. Or like any of the next floor.
Alright, so you walk into a small hallway here. With a singular entrance blocked by...
Squirrel!
Or like, not blocked, but like... with an ornate door partially opened into what appears to be a larger room.
I gently push on the door.
So you open the door into a very large room.
Oh hell, there's more pillars.
The first thing that you notice is it's very much lacking in light. The amount of glowing mushrooms in this room is significantly diminished. The mushrooms are kind of towards the floor, along the ceiling, closer to where you are, not so, and less as you go further in the room. Out in the middle of the room, there's like the 2 benches kind of cracked. There's the 6 pillars, 3 on either side. What used to be appear to be more decorative or fancier, and then you can barely make out stairs on the opposite side and some entryways on either side, kind of between the pillars. Can I get a perception check from you, Squirrel?
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. The squirrel, you actually, you're looking in here, and you were blinded by the water
Light.
earlier. Like, it was too bright, and you're looking in this room. It's very dark. You really can't make out much other than the pillar. You're looking in there. You can't see much. But like, obviously, what I explained to you, because passive perception. Other than that, it looks very dark. Javoli, do you want to make a perception check too?
Can I cast dancing lights?
Sure.
I cast dancing lights and send them forth into the room in front of us.
Okay. So, sending the lights in, it immediately kind of becomes apparent that you see a shadowy figure.
I slowly close the door again.
I just threw a bunch of lights into the room. He's like, what was that?
You see a shadowy figure in the middle of the room. It looks to be elvish in nature.
Is it wearing a black cloak?
No.
Okay.
I throw the water skin at him. No.
It's
Go on.
It's like it's an apparition. It's semi-transparent. It's it looks female in nature and looks to be of high status.
Mom?
We can trust this one.
Oh yeah?
What? Yeah, of course.
Okay. Alright. I feel you may be partially right because it's up here after like that little bit of growth that there was back there.
Okay.
I also don't think this is the black cloak creepy man, considering the fact it's a woman. I don't trust that man.
I guess I should specify that there's no like cloak. It's just like a dark shadowy apparition.
Well, I know, so it's not the black
naked?
cloak man.
Yeah.
Well, the man can take the cloak off.
No, he can't.
I'm just saying, like, the ghost itself is, like, black, dark-ish, whatever.
I think this might be the priestess who fucked up.
That's way better than my theory.
What was your theory?
I didn't really have a theory.
Now
I was just kind of confused. I was getting ready for a fight, to be honest.
Here's the thing, though. I walk in these rooms first every time as your goddamn meat shield.
You have 100 hit points. Like, you can just wild shape into literally whatever you want. I have one body. I have just one little old me body. And it's not even like a badger or something. It's just me. But
I don't want to go in there and not be able to close the door again, you know?
Okay, so I'll go in there?
Yeah, and if you need to, just close the door.
Should I use... Okay, no, I'll just go
maybe if you like went invisible and like
that was what I was gonna say, yeah.
So then you can get like a good look.
I feel like we should just kinda go for it. It seems nice enough.
Alright, then you're definitely going first.
Alright. I squeeze past Squirrel and I step one, like 5 feet-ish into the room. This would be 2.5 feet if you're measuring on center, but...
Alright. Wait, were you going invisible or anything, or are you just going in?
We're going for it.
We're just going in. Can you rub your chest again for me?
What did I do?
You're like rubbing up on your chest.
I don't know. Alright.
Just rub your chest. This is what she wants, clearly.
Thank you.
So you slowly step into the room.
Okay.
And the mushroom lights die out. So it's only the dancing lights.
Okay,
and
that's better than nothing.
The shadow, or like the apparition, yeah, focuses in on you. And then releases like a wail. Like a high-pitched wail.
Oh
Okay.
my god! My brain did
not a whale.
Focuses in on you, and then whale. Keep holding. Go.
I was so confused.
She shrieks and she wails. And
Thank you.
She wails.
She is very clearly
is a whale.
Not very happy.
Okay. Whoa! Calm down. What's wrong? Calm down. That's really loud.
It's a full-size whale, man. It's more than loud.
Well, she stops wailing.
I did it. That worked.
And she almost like hisses.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm just like, Squirrel, get the water. Get the water, Squirrel.
Well, are we using the water on this one?
I think this is the one, yeah.
It's a ghost.
It doesn't have a body!
Shit. Okay, never mind, don't.
And so she retreats actually. She doesn't come at you or anything. She actually retreats further back into the room. How do you guys want to proceed?
I assume we probably wait until we see her like completely leave. And then oh no, she's just back there. Sorry, I thought she exited like stage left or right, but
no,
okay.
She is in this room.
I'm going to look back at Squirrel, see if Squirrel is feeling anything.
Her body has to be here somewhere.
That's a thought. Okay.
There's no way that it's just a ghost who's decided to live in this tree. Her body has to be somewhere.
I will take care of this one. Leave this one to Javoli.
That is a terrible idea.
I'll be back. Don't you worry. Okay, so I like tiptoe off to the left here and go behind this pillar.
Okay.
And once I'm behind the pillar, I cast invisibility at myself.
Okay.
And then I continue tiptoeing around the room, and I kind of go up towards like in this direction.
Okay.
So I can like peer into this doorway.
Yeah. So, looking into that doorway, you see bookshelves kind of lining the walls.
Okay.
It looks like the remnants of, I would say, like a library. Nothing of note other than bookshelves and some books that you could probably investigate further. But otherwise, nothing that really stands out immediately.
Okay. I will walk into the doorway into here.
Okay.
Very, very cautiously.
So walking in, you can pretty much make out the rest of the neighboring room. It looks like almost mirrored to this room. It's filled with, the other room is filled with more books, but like will look to be like tables with like crafting materials or like arcane instruments. I mean, you yourself are somewhat well versed with instruments, so to speak. So knowing like what's kind of magical and not kind of comes naturally to you. So you can.
So they are like magical looking instruments.
Yeah.
Or instruments that I can identify.
Instruments that would be used for magical purposes.
Cool. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, this you could argue that this is probably like one of the areas that the elves would like work on their enchanted items and such, that they would then work with the surrounding villages, trade with, or supply them.
Gotcha. Okay. I will continue into this next room here.
Okay.
Is there anything in this room here?
Nope. Getting closer, you notice that it is like enchanting tables. There are various magic items, like some armor, some some weapons, but they've all been since drained. Many of them are broken or cracked from the siphoning of their magic. There's no functional items left, and there's no semblance of any like arcane magic or even Feywild magic remaining in any of these items.
Okay. I will tiptoe across the room and check out the other rooms. Actually, I guess while I'm here, I'm going to try and like peek around the corner and see if I can take a closer look at the specter.
So as you walk towards the center of the room, you notice that it's significantly darker despite your dancing lights. And in fact, you notice that your dancing lights are kind of fading, as if their magic is itself being siphoned. Peering around the corner, you see the shadow, or the apparition, floating in front of a broken pedestal, with a black gem, a milky black gem, lodged inside of the tree, as if like on display above this pedestal. And you can see visible shadows, kind of like tendrils extending from it, of what you can assume to be either life force or magic being siphoned into the gem.
Interesting. Okay. Onward. Further. I'm gonna give the Revenant Spirit Lady a little bit of a berth around there, and then into the next room. And if this is like more of the same kind of stuff, I'll kind of skip through here pretty quick, I think.
Can you actually, before you do that, can I have you roll?
You want me like back here, or where you want?
Yeah. So like, here. Let me doink you. Put you like right there.
My body. Okay.
Give me.
That doesn't count because you didn't ask for it.
Give me a spell save, or like give me a save using your spellcasting modifier. So like
charisma.
Yeah.
Bam. Bam.
All right. So as you pass through the center, you feel like a tug at your concentration and arcane power, threatening to remove your invisibility. Thankfully, you hang on and fight the disturbance. You maintain your concentration. You maintain the amount of magical power that you need to keep yourself invisible, and you proceed on to the other side.
I suppose I should have kind of seen that one.
What?
Is that the box?
Is that the computer?
No.
What is that? I didn't know how big the box was. It looked like a big, like, computer-shaped box, and then you lifted it up and like, oh, it's half as tall as it should be.
No.
I was like, how the hell did they get it to you? You were showing me those updates today.
It's Mom's gift from my brother. I wrap the gift every year for him.
Can you not wrap gifts?
Wrapping is difficult.
Matt can't even wrap it.
Hey, I
you
can
learn how
gifts.
to do that. All right.
What now?
I can wrap gifts.
Learn.
You never wrapped my gifts, even though I wrapped yours.
That's a choice, not a lack of ability.
Prove it.
Yeah, wrap gifts this year.
I can't wrap your gifts
Bitch.
because they're all being shipped to you.
Prove it.
You have them being shipped to you.
With Amazon, you could have ordered gift wrapping with the present.
That's not me wrapping it, though.
It is, though, because you paid the option.
Oh my god. Alright. Javoli.
Oh, I can wrap gifts. I mean, not like in person.
But I can wrap the gifts.
I can get them wrapped, is what I mean. Like, all right. Yeah.
Javoli,
So
continuing on.
boop 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 boop. Next room. More magical stuff, like whatever.
Yeah. So over here. So you enter another room. And you find several tables with notes scattered around on the tables, on the floor, with a bunch of vials and other things. Again, seemingly previously magical in nature, now drained and
whatever.
Looks like kind of almost just like a glassware shop of various bottles, vials, things to hold potions and such.
How many things can you chuck at her?
Me? Like
one of
before?
Them's gotta work.
Yeah, just be like magic bottles.
I mean, there's no magic to them. They're just glass.
Oh, it's just bottles. There's nothing in the bottles.
No.
Oh, never mind.
You're like, why aren't you throwing things at him, Jake? Okay, so we're gonna go through here decently quick.
Okay.
Because it seems like mostly the same.
That bottom room. So that bottom room has what looks to be a large growth of tree over it. Similar to like what you saw in
the tree has a tumor.
First floors, where it kind of grew over and kind of was like trying to like protect things inside. Again, looks like it was. This one I would say looks like it was grown over a few times.
Ooh, I'm suspicious.
But it has since died, and the tree has kind of lost its protection of it.
It's
as far as you can.
Cool. Okay.
That's an important rule.
Back over to Squirrel, and I relate to her everything that I learned about the various rooms and the weird magical happening that happened over in this location.
So, here's the thing.
Yes.
I'm suspicious of that tree tumor.
Okay, go on.
I feel like if it's attempted to heal over something multiple times to protect it, whatever's underneath that tumor is important.
So we should break the tumor.
Absolutely, punch right through it. Well, maybe not punch through it, because if something behind it is important and dead, it might turn to ash as well, so I feel like we shouldn't punch through it. But, like, gently pull the tree off of it.
Okay. Let's go for it. Yeah? Or do you, like, should I go for it?
I want to go for it, but I'm a little afraid of Whale Lady.
I'll go for it then. I'll go back over there and...
Plus, I feel like with you being smaller, you have to, like, open less of a space to see what's going on.
Alright. Deal. Okay. Let me know. Watch Ghost Lady. And if she moves...
Can't really see Ghost Lady, but I'll let you know if something happens.
If you see her moving...
Will do.
Let me know. Yeah. Okay. I put 3 of the dancing lights around Ghost Lady so that hopefully Allie can see her.
Where are you putting
and then
these?
I take
one. Where are you putting these lights?
Like yay, and like there, I guess.
Okay. So the lights, I will say, are significantly diminished. Allie can.
Like, would it be better if I like put them further away, like here, or like is it just like not going to matter, kind of thing?
I'm gonna say it's not going to matter. The visibility is significantly diminished, okay. Especially because they're magical.
I play with the positioning of the lights, so I get it. So it's like as bright as I can manage them to be.
All right,
which I assume isn't like it's still like isn't amazing, but it's like better than if I hadn't done that.
With the introduction of the lights again, the apparition shrieks again, comes down the stairs, and starts roaming.
Okay.
You pissed her off already.
I will attempt to hide like next to the tumor as much as I can, which I assume is like here-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will wait there for now, I suppose.
Alright, Squirrel, you doing anything?
I'm going to
also,
try to...
Alright, who has, like, the vial of liquid that you took? Jake does? Okay.
I do?
You're the one that took it!
Okay. I wasn't sure if we ever, like, actually ended up taking that.
No, I just yanked a spear out of a guy's chest and watched him disintegrate. You took it.
Yeah, I was really sad. We should have been careful with that.
So what I'm gonna do is attempt to distract Whale Lady a little bit, by coming into the room. That's not the page I wanted to scroll down on. But coming into the room and going like right over here behind this pillar, so that I'm like dead behind it. I'm gonna yell to let Ravioli know that she's wandering.
Okay, can you give me a stealth check?
Stealth?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe? There.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a little bit of noise to yell that she is wandering the room so that he is aware that she's moving.
She's about.
But I'm behind the pillar to kind of like make it so that she can't like come right at me, so she doesn't quite know.
Okay, so
you know.
Yeah, so the shadow hears it obviously.
Well, I would hope so.
And it does. She takes a few steps, like as you're moving over there towards Javoli, and then upon hearing you, she changes directions and starts heading this way.
Okay, after I hear Squirrel, I wait a couple of seconds, like, okay, and then I kind of start trying to dig at the thing. I guess I'll take my dagger and try to, like, you know, be quiet, but I'm like digging at the tumor, which I assume isn't that hard because it's probably overrotted.
Yep. So
yeah,
you start working your way through it. It's coming apart pretty quickly and easily, and as you're getting through it, you notice that similar to those tendrils on the milky gem, you're starting to see some of that come out of the
tree.
The tree or the tumor, like
the
whatever,
tumor, I think.
Coming from whatever could be inside.
Interesting. Okay, I continue with slightly more caution.
Okay, Squirrel. Anything you're doing?
I'm going to like take, I guess, my hand. I don't want to use like a weapon or anything. I'm gonna start like tapping on the pillar.
Okay.
To continue making a bit of noise. While like peeking to see how close she is, so that I know I'm not about to fucking die.
You're gonna see the apparition kind of go through this. Like, if you're peeking around, you'll see her like moving towards this pillar, and as she kind of gets to like this bench, she's gonna vanish.
Well, shit, Javoli.
Did you call out to me? Okay. How close am I? Does it feel like I'm getting closer? Like, is there any reason for me to stay, or should I
would
probably
say
just like...
You're a little past halfway through, and you're seeing more of those tendrils come out. So whatever.
I'll stay. I'm just gonna go for it. We're gonna keep digging at it with the dagger and seeing if we can make something happen here.
All right. So you dig your way through, and inside you're greeted with what appears to be
the apparition. Throws another whale from the tiny hole I dug.
That's immediately where my brain was like, "Freaking whale."
You're greeted with just a variety of items, really. It doesn't look like there's anything living, so to speak, but there's like a pair of boots, there's like a necklace, there's a small little figurine, and then there's a few other gems and stuff littering the area. And you can see now more clearly that the energy that you saw being siphoned off is coming off of these items.
Oh, okay. So what I'm gonna do? Sorry, I was muted. I'm going to try and tiptoe my way back towards Squirrel. So tell me if I gotta stop.
Yeah, so stop there, like by the pillar. Okay. Squirrel, anything you are doing while he was digging and then walking?
Having a fucking heart attack. Upon seeing, well, I guess not seeing, because he's invisible. I don't know where Javoli is.
Right,
yeah.
So in the time span that he would have been digging and then moving, what is there anything you would have done, or would you have been just sitting there?
Well, I want to check out the pillar, but I'm a little nervous to check out the pillar while waiting on Javoli to see what was in the tumor. So I probably would have started slowly making my way over towards where Javoli is to see if I could help him dig, because it was taking Javoli a long time over there, and after Miss Apparition vanished with her whales, kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's spooky.
Okay, so I'll say you make it to like about the doorway.
Doorway? Okay.
Yeah, and then I want you to... Let's see.
Should I go back to still be digging? Like, is this happening while I'm digging, or is this happening?
No, this is gonna be like while you're moving.
Okay.
Where did my bag go? Hello? What the heck did I do with my bag of dice? Oh, it's under here.
Literally are using a program that's like main purpose is to roll dice.
Well, I can't show you guys what I'm rolling.
Okay.
Alright, so as you're moving, you are going to have the apparition come up next to you, and her hand is going to be like touching and partially inside you as you feel your energy just kind of drain from you.
Does she got like really long, skinny fingers? Because I'm really uncomfortable right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Ugh.
Like her fingers, like the nails appear to have like they've been growing despite her being dead. It looks like she's very poorly kept. Like she looks like she's of high class, but
hasn't taken a shower in a while.
Hasn't like taken care of herself at all. She's very like thin, frail, bony. She's reaching into you. She's draining energy and life out of you. You're gonna take 3 damage. And you're gonna feel. Let's see. You're gonna feel a lot weaker. Like you feel like just your strength has just been drained. You feel like if you had to like go arm wrestle Javoli would kick your ass any day.
Yeah, that's bad. Is it my turn? Are we waiting for me?
It is. It will be Javoli's turn. Yes.
Okay, I see this happening, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna run at Squirrel and just like tackle her away from the ghost. That's my plan. It's gonna work.
Okay.
Strength. For your DMing pleasure.
I'm trying to decide how to play this because you're small, she's medium.
But
she's
weak.
also weakened.
Oh, miss you. Okay, it is again.
Alright, well. So yeah, so Javoli, you're gonna run at her. With you running at her, you get enough force behind your small body to kind of shove into her. And you kind of knock her away.
Yeah, and the intention is not to like bowl her over; it's to knock her like away from the ghost, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
So, I'm assuming you want to like shove her kind of like that way.
Probably, yeah, in the direction that I'm running.
Okay. So like I'll say you get her like 5 feet over, but not much more. So not in the best spot, not in the worst spot, but you do get her moving. Although, Allie, can I get a quick dex save? Okay, so you are gonna, despite being pushed over, you are gonna stay on your feet. You're still fine to keep going and whatever. How are you gonna proceed now?
Me or Allie?
Allie.
So I think at this point, Squirrel,
yes,
me, would be almost panicking.
Okay.
I guess not like panicking, but like, holy shit, I gotta figure something out like right now where we're both gonna get sucked off and die.
Okay.
I don't know if Javoli would enjoy that or not, but like...
Ghost is Moira.
Pretty much.
Makes sense. It makes sense. The tree is just like end stage Moira
So
science.
are we in combat right now?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, so I am limited on the amount of space that I can walk.
Yes.
Okay.
And to move away, you would still have to take an action.
Did I actually knock her over?
No. She's on her feet. That's what the dex save is for.
You made me stumble 5 feet.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I feel like in this situation, Squirrel would, like, panic shift. I'm gonna pick my Badger because I'm kind of attached to the Badger at this point. After ripping off a dead man's face.
Okay. So
I feel like I would panic into the Badger because in my head what's going on right now is either we need to kill this apparition somehow or I need to break that gem.
Okay, so one thing that I will say is that your holy scimitar is glowing brightly. It's angry. It is the only thing that's really keeping its light and keeping its power.
Maybe we should do something with the scimitar.
Alright. I got a new plan. Still gonna use my Badger eventually, but not right now. I'm gonna use it after my stumble of being knocked to like 5 feet back by Ravioli's panic save. Is Ravioli still invisible? Do I even know what hit me?
Yeah,
I know what you're.
Yeah. That's a good point.
No, he is visible because that is technically like an action, attack.
So that's an attack, yeah.
Okay. Well, I am going to like whip out the scimitar and like whoosh it through where the ghosty lady whale is.
Give me an attack roll.
There's a scimitar.
Unfortunately, scimitars. You wish you're panicking. Doesn't quite connect. The sword like hums in your hand, glowing brightly. It's almost like it wants to connect, but doesn't quite make it.
It's judging you.
Can we talk about the fact that it wouldn't connect anyways because this is an apparition?
So your sword is magic. Magic weapons do connect with like apparitions generally.
I still feel like it would just go through her, but okay.
So yeah, so one kind of like meta thing to know about D&D is generally if things are like ghosts, semi like tangible. Normal weapons are either immune or resistant, and then magical weapons usually can connect better. So one of the things that I think I actually gave you guys is there's a cantrip. I think this is Jake's cantrip. He can use his cantrip to turn one of his weapons into a magic weapon temporarily. So you know, cough, cough, wink, wink.
I don't think I have a cantrip that does that.
I think so. Someone does.
Yes, cure wounds, invisibility, lesser restoration. Yeah, I don't have anything like that, so it would be Allie if somebody has it.
Maybe it is Allie. Let's see. Squirrel.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, so.
It's called Shilaga.
Yeah, Shilaga. The wood of a club or quarterstaff you're holding is imbued with nature's power, blah, blah. Yeah, so. Technically, that would work.
But I don't need to use it because I have my sword.
Right. So. Anyways, I was just explaining, like, what again. Yeah. Just explaining things.
Okay.
Anyways. Continuing on. Javoli went, Squirrel went. The apparition. The apparition is actually going to focus on Javoli, as he's the one that kind of came in, shoved Squirrel out of the way. And the apparition was drawn to the shedding of, like, the invisibility magic. It also seems drawn towards, like, kind of like any magic, but it's shying away from the sword. Like it seems like
the sword is holy as hell.
So it's gonna go for quick attack on.
Quick attack.
Yeah, a quick attack on Javoli. But blinded by the light of the sword, it can't quite determine like where Javoli is. It's distracted by the flood of magic from one side, the next side, and then from the room in the distance.
The room in the distance.
It's
Javoli's room.
So it takes a swing. Javoli is too small, dodges out of the way pretty quickly and easily. Javoli,
hit me.
Go ahead. How do you want to handle this?
Take it away, Javoli.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, go.
So if magic items can come in contact with the apparition, does that mean that the water, because it's magical, can come in contact with the apparition?
Excellent question. Maybe we should find out.
Part of me doesn't want to find out, though, because either A, it'll go well and the apparition will, like, be healed into a nice person again, or B, we're just healing the apparition full health.
Okay, maybe we skip that. I'm just going to...
Matt never answered the question. I just was curious.
I'm not going to answer that one.
I don't think Matt needs to answer that one. I feel like that one's left up to interpretation, but
I feel like that means something. He refused to answer the question. He's answered all of my
I feel like the sword is a better bet, so I'm just gonna go with the sword. I'm gonna take an action to disengage.
I will say that there are reasons that I put the water there. I will not say whether this is the reason for it or not. I will also not say if the reason has.
Unless it's like a good ending, bad ending thing.
I won't say if you've accomplished the reason, or if the reason is still to be determined.
Is the reason still to be determined?
Okay,
I just said I'm not going to answer that.
I'm going to take my...
You would answer if it's been accomplished or to be determined.
No, I said I will not answer if it's been accomplished or if it hasn't. So you have water, do with it what you will.
Okay. Javoli ran away.
I'm gonna disengage. It's not running away. It's letting the person with the magical sword attack the magical thing. So I'm going to, run away.
Okay.
What? Disengage, and then I don't know what my movement speed is. It's probably like 25.
It is in fact 25 because mine's 30.
Does my disengage count as my movement speed, or
it counts as an action?
Yeah, but like, does that subtract from my total movement speed?
No, so you disengage as your action, and then you can take your movement.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll leave it there. Yeah, okay. Just put the pillar between me and the ghost.
Okay.
And I'm gonna strum it up with the bard song, and give this D6 over to Allie for her incoming sword swing.
She does still have the D6 from the last fight.
I was
casually
less than 10 minutes ago.
21.
Oh, I guess yeah. Never mind.
It's like she's doing her thing.
Alright, so you swung your sword. It's 2d6. So yeah, just add 2d6.
It didn't type. Sorry. There we go. Fixed it.
Okay, so you're gonna slice. Your sword's gonna go right through the apparition, but the
Did I not say that before?
Let me finish. But you can feel the energy of the sword pulling and tearing at the energy of the apparition. So while you swing cleanly through it, you do feel a connection of sorts, and you see that the apparition does suffer a good chunk of damage. It's almost recoiling at the radiant damage and the radiant power that emits from your sword, and kind of severs parts of it from this realm.
Wait, it cuts it?
It doesn't.
Severs parts of it?
Begins to sever. Like it's tearing away at its magical entity. It doesn't.
It's having a hard time summoning its whale.
Yes. No, it's actually shrieking intensely. It's struggling right now.
Okay.
Okay. The apparition now focused on Squirrel.
Surprise, surprise! Javoli ran away.
Seeing as
because you have the magic sword. What do you want me to do?
Seeing as the halfling ran away and now very worried about this radiant weapon, attempts to attack Squirrel. And takes a swipe, only to accidentally come in contact with the weapon.
Nice.
And recoil.
Free damage.
Injuring itself on the holy light. All right, Javoli. Actually, hold on. Yeah, Javoli. Let's see what you got.
Okay, Javoli is going to. I guess I'm just gonna like kind of peek out around here and use my vicious mockery.
Okay.
Or no, wait, no, hideous laughter.
All right.
How do I roll that? How do I roll that?
Hold on. Let me read it. The creature of your choice.
How do I not?
Hilarious. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone. Okay,
Turn
so
that
a creature of your choice
down.
that you can see within range proceeds as hilariously falls into a hit of laughter if this spell affects it. What determines if it affects it? intelligence score of 4 or less isn't effective. Okay, so it affects it. At the end of each turn, and each time it takes damage. Okay, so I need to make a wisdom saving throw of 4. So the apparition, having suffered much in its life, suffered much in death, and dead set on tormenting those around it and itself, fails to find anything funny, succeeding on its
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, like, I tried. That's what I got.
That's no fault in yourself.
I just kind of like around the pillar. I'm like, towards Squirrel. Like, I tried. Go for it.
How much use in fights have you been lately?
I feel like I'm screwing Jake over partially with my rolls on him versus my rolls on you.
It's okay. I'm having a
Every fight so far has been, yes, and it swung and it hit for this and it was great. And then Javoli did 1 damage or didn't hit anything.
Let's not forget that we also gave you the OP Radiant weapon, right?
Actually, we didn't give it to me. I fought you for it. We
played rock, paper, scissors. I don't know if that counts as fighting me for it. Like,
I still won it fair and square.
Alright. Javoli, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna let Allie handle this one, I think.
All right.
She's still got my bardic die, so.
Squirrel, let's see it. Alright. So, one thing to note. The bardic die, you get an extra d6 as an attempt to hit, to do an ability check, to do a saving throw. Pretty much anything that you have to roll to see if something happens. You have to choose to use that before rolling. Just an FYI.
I feel like so far.
No, you can choose to use it after rolling, but before the DM tells you if it succeeds. So if you see that you roll a 20, like an nat 20, you don't need to opt to use the die, even if you were intending to.
So far, I've been fine because I've been rolling like 17 plus, and I hope 17 is enough.
Yep. So 17 will be enough. So you take another swing with your holy weapon, shining in all its glory, hitting it for another 5. Give me the 2d6.
Oops. Ooh.
8. All right. So that's. So you take another swing at this apparition, and it recoils significantly more this time. You can see that the visibility of it almost fades a little bit, seeming as if it is losing some of its hold on manifesting as an apparition. But it comes back at you and tries to punish you. Trying almost desperately now to remove this danger to its existence.
What it keeps doing is hurting itself, though.
Well, it takes another swing at you and fails to connect.
And hits the thing again.
No.
Dang.
And
yeah, that was a nice little bonus.
Yeah. Classic nat 1. So yeah, it takes another couple swings at you, fails to connect, and really just kind of is prepping to try and avoid this radiant blade, wailing and shrieking with every hit that you deliver on it. Javoli.
Yes,
I cast Vicious Mockery.
Did I not give you like anything else?
This is what I got.
Did I see
it's a ghost, man.
Did I
I've got
not?
Vicious Mockery, Hideous Laughter, and those are my 2 offensive spells. And like Hideous Laughter is not like it's kind of a like utility spell, honestly.
Oh, dude, I screwed you. I'm sorry. I thought I gave you like
it's okay.
Thunder
I'm
Wave.
having a good time. It doesn't matter what my character is.
I thought I gave you like one more like damaging spell that you could have used.
We're playing D&D.
I guess, you know, there are other options that you could do, but
I mean, are there? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I could like play support and like heal Squirrel, but like I don't see a whole.
In the spirit of potentially having more fun, this thing is on.
No, I'm okay with this. We can do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I want to give you an option to feel a little bit more impactful.
I feel like I was impactful. I pushed Squirrel out of the way.
Okay.
Brought her back into the fight. She was getting sucked off.
Sure.
You're like, oh well, that didn't really do anything, but I guess I won't mention
Look,
that.
I mean, if you're happy with it, that's all I care about. But like,
no, I'm having a good time. Like,
I wanted to give you like a few more options like that I could bring to your awareness in case you wanted to try additional things.
You can tell me after.
Okay.
Tell me after, but I'm having a good time.
That's
regardless.
Fine. All right, so you're trying to make fun of this apparition.
Not trying to make fun of it. I am making fun of it.
Alright.
Damn, I'm good at this.
Alright, so I have to succeed on a wisdom throw again.
And you did.
Give it to us.
Fudge the numbers. let me be useful.
The apparition shrieks at your attempt to insult it. It vanishes for a split second, appearing in front of you, reaching its hands out at you, and for the first time, verbalizing language.
Okay.
Useless.
Useless.
And then appears back in front of Squirrel.
I'm like, man, screw you, ghost lady.
Instead of insulting the ghost insults you.
Ghost insults me.
Jake, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom, bam. All right. I feel like at least my saving throws.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thankfully, although your spell backfired, you were not affected by the insult that was spewed or thrown back at you.
Why you gotta treat me so badly, man?
I am sorry. I have a look.
Like, look, it's just the dice. You literally picked up the die, like.
Well, he picked it up on camera and like pulled it up.
I'm trying to show you there. That's why. That's why.
Screw you and all your ghost buddy friend things.
Alright. Squirrel.
Yeah, I'm going. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna use my little roll this time.
Alright.
What is it?
Yeah, use the bardic
a
die.
D6.
Or not a D20, a D6. Yeah.
D6, yeah.
Yeah, I have D20.
Alright, so you swing your radiant weapon. It comes close to the apparition. And just barely, the tip of your sword slices through its ethereal body.
And it explodes.
Let me see the damage.
It explodes.
But the damage for the sword? Jesus. Jesus, alright. It nicks it just very tinily with its point.
You jinxed it!
Slicing away at more of its, what's the word for it?
Body.
Earthly, worldly tethers. The radiant damage, give me the extra 2d6. Doubling the pain that it's suffering right now.
Screw you, ghost. You insult me.
Wait, oh shoot,
I
didn't
insult
say.
you.
Hold on. I gotta do math again. Because you did. Where did this go? I need a calculator. There's too many numbers, and I lost.
Matt's just rolling too high. He's got really good rolls all the time.
Alright, cool.
He needs a
cool.
calculator to add together all these high numbers.
No, I had like I was keeping track of the damage that you've done, but it didn't save, so I had to recalculate it all.
Oh.
I've done a lot of damage.
Alright. With this swing, the apparition falls silent.
Finally!
And vanishes.
Ooh, spooky.
We did it. From beyond the pillar. We did it. Tiny little halfway.
The stone in the back of the room suddenly surges with additional energy.
Stop, bitches.
And you hear a wail.
Like a whale or like whale?
Like,
you hear a wail!
Like what kind of whale are we dealing
you
with?
hear
Exactly?
what sounds to be the apparition shrieking again.
Like a whale.
Suddenly, the room is engulfed in a purple hue as the mushrooms regain their illumination.
Mushroomy.
And you notice some of them
God damn these tentacles.
start coming to life. Alright. I'm gonna go to Javoli now. How do you want to proceed?
This is like phase 2 of the boss fight is what we're doing
Welcome
right
to
now.
phase 2.
It's exactly what's happening. The ghost is like, it's not dead, it's gone, or it's like gone, but you can still hear it. It's still yelling around and stuff. It's gonna come back and fight us. Fucking stupid. Alright.
Look, I gotta make the fights engaging. Can't just be like, oh look, I got Squirrel with my magic
I rolled the
sword.
dice. I rolled the dice better. I rolled the dice more.
Alright.
Okay.
Javoli.
I charge the nearest mushroom.
Okay.
With my longsword drawn, and bam! Look at that.
Wow.
21. Those
Oh.
are pretty decent rolls.
Alright,
Dude, imagine if I rolled a 20 ever.
Alright, let's see the damage.
Big damage coming through. Hey, that's okay.
Alright. Wait, no, that's
okay.
No, that's not it.
That's just you rolling the attack again.
No, was it? Oh.
Yeah, you gotta click on the...
Where's the damage at?
On that, like... No. So on... Jake.
Clicked on everything
Jake,
here.
stop.
Yeah.
On your actual roll of, like, 2 hits, click on the name of the weapon. Like, the longsword, too. There you go.
Oh, I figured it out.
This is the first time Jake's actually hitting something.
Shut up. Shut up.
Or rather, the first time he's actually using a weapon and not magic that makes me roll for him. You know, actually, the only times you really killed things is when you've been rolling your own weapon attacks.
I know. I was thinking that like I'm most effective when I have my sword out.
When you're rolling 2 hit and 2 damage, not having me roll to see like, oh, do I protect myself from this? Oh, I do.
It's cause you're using your good dice.
I'm just using any dice. They're all my good dice. I don't have bad
They're all
dice.
good dice, yeah.
All right. So you take out your longsword and you slice right into this this mushroom as it's coming to life.
I don't ask no questions.
You're slapping 9 damage right onto that thingamajig, and
it bursts into flames and dies.
Your weapon's not enchanted.
It wasn't because of the weapon, it's just because of the force of the blade.
All right. Well, yeah. In the process, you chop off 2 of its tendrils. It's hurt. You did a number on it with that one big swing of your average size sword.
Shut up.
For normal sized people.
Shut it.
So it's a long sword for your type of size.
It's a long sword for a short boy.
For a small boy.
All right. Squirrel, what's your move? How you handling this?
I'm gonna stare at this bastard to my left.
All right.
And I'm gonna Ray of Frost it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So the Ray of Frost. It's gonna connect.
Cool.
Give me that damage.
Sweet.
All right. You chill that mushroom as it's growing. Its little tiny tendril feet kind of cold. They shrivel up a little. It's not having a good time for being a plant. It's trying to like survive, but like it's siphoning the necrotic energy with its little tendrils. So like, but yeah. So you do 4 damage to that, and the mushrooms are gonna attempt to do something. So the one closest to you is gonna try coming at you. The one on Javoli is gonna go for an attack on Javoli, and close but no cigar. It swings at Javoli with what appears to be a fatal tentacle.
Dude, I thought you were gonna kill me. You said ooh, and I thought you were gonna be like ooh. And then just be like, oh, I rolled another d20. Ooh.
Well, let me just say, I'm being nice here. You know. You chunked it. Like you chunked it. You did a lot of damage. So I'm like, okay, you did a ton of damage. You chopped off a few of its tentacles. It's at disadvantage. It did roll a nat 20.
Come on. How many 20s are you gonna roll against?
So, well, but hold on. But it had disadvantage. So like,
okay.
All right. So it comes at you with what appears to be a lethal tentacle. It's coming at you right in the temple, and it's about to just siphon all of your life out of you. But with the lack of its tentacles and it having a sword gashed into it, it loses focus and it just gently caresses your face as a result. It makes you slightly uncomfortable. You can feel it trying to drain your energy, but you feel feel strong inside. That lake of the water really keeping you fresh and healthy.
One tongue dip.
And you're good to go. But how are you gonna handle the fact that you're just caressed by an evil mushroom?
I take the tentacle and I caress it back and I grab it and I pull it onto my sword. I don't even swing. I just pull the mushroom onto my sword.
All right. Give me a dex check.
Go dexterity.
Uh,
Oh, sorry, I rolled twice. I didn't even see the first one. But that's not a good roll.
All right, well,
None of those are good rolls, really.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna give you some. We're gonna give you advantage for taking advantage. Take advantage for taking advantage of the situation that you're in.
Matt is sitting here. He's just like, how can I make it so Jake doesn't like totally kill himself?
Well, I like the fact that you're grabbing the caressing tentacle. I want to let you grab the tentacle and give it a little smooch.
That creativity. Give me some inspiration.
Yeah. We're using your inspiration right away. So you take your sword and pull the shroom on it, and you just impale your sword right into the shroom. Let me see the damage.
All right, big damage coming through.
Let me see the numbers.
Big damage coming through.
Solid 1. Let me again. Oh.
That's a big damage.
That's a big damage.
It's like big and slow damage, just like whispering
you
softly.
Take that longsword.
Kill it.
That small longsword.
Well, it's a small mushroom.
And you pull. Is it? No, it's a medium mushroom. Or wait, hold on.
Okay.
It is a medium plant. It's larger than you. So you pull the weight of this
the most like sadistic thing ever.
You pull this larger mushroom onto your tiny little sword compared to its size. It's about like half its size to be realistic.
And I'm just like, shh. It's okay. Let it go.
And with that, the light of the mushroom fades. And it crumples in your arms.
This is so romantic!
It's like all I can do to like continue living in these fights.
Dude, you smacked it twice for huge damage.
I did, yeah.
You annihilated that shroom.
I'm like feast or famine with these rolls.
Alright, Squirrel. Let's see how you handle this mushroom.
Alright. So, I'm gonna kind of wiggle my way forward a little bit to the mushroom.
Wiggle your way forward. Yeah.
You know, right there, right against the mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna whack it.
You're gonna whack it with your fancy sword?
I'm gonna whack it. Yeah, of course, with my fancy sword. What else would I use?
Alright.
I'm gonna whack it real good.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do a nice whack. We're gonna do a nice whack.
Alright, so go ahead. Let me hear how you're gonna just annihilate this mushroom.
So
That's
here's
a nice
the
whack. Congratulations.
Here's the thing. These mushies have tentacles, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna serpentine whack it. So we're gonna go for like the tips of the tentacles on top, and then bring it right back into the middle of the mushy.
All right.
You know, we're gonna do like a nice little U shape. And go. We want to maximize our agitation to the mushroom. So obviously, you gotta go for the tenties first.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you go ahead and do that, and at the very end, the radiant light just overpowers it. And do you want to disintegrate it, or do you want to just leave it lying on the floor?
I just want to leave it there. I want everything else to know that this mushroom.
The sword understands your intent.
Yes.
It restrains itself for your purpose. And just slices the shroom.
Your sadistic enjoyment.
Slices the shroom into pieces
we
and leaves it lying on the floor. It's almost feeling its own pleasure as you chop away at these evil beings.
Oh, the sword's pleasure. I thought you meant the mushy's pleasure.
No.
The mushy's just like, oh.
The sword's pleasure of you just really laying into these invaders of the tree.
The sword's loving this.
Alright, and with that, both mushrooms crumble.
Alright, what's the next round?
And the energy from the stone diminishes again. As you see the apparition...
Wait, what do you mean diminish?
It means it diminishes again.
Because last time
it diminishes back to what it was before it started.
The mushies.
Yeah.
The mushies.
So the apparition manifests yet again.
Sup, whale?
And this time, just straight flies down the stairs into range of you guys. It's darker than before, more potently manifested, and is seeking the closest source of energy.
Fucking run. I hoof it. I'm just like out of there. It's like, I know how this goes.
Why do you always abandon me?
Have you seen how I've been fighting?
Believe it. Yeah.
Alright, I want each of you to make a what is it? Where's this? Where is this? Give me a wisdom saving throw from both of you.
This is gonna be bad.
You're dumb as fuck.
Ooh.
So
I am dumb as fuck. I have a 0 bonus in wisdom.
So the apparition lets out a shriek that seems to kind of reverberate through the room. Partially supported by your radiant weapon and your kind of own tenacity and wisdom. You brace yourself and hold tight through this shriek, Squirrel. Whereas Javoli, kind of caught off guard, kind of behind the pillar, not really prepared, seeing the
I'm still caressing the mushroom.
the apparition fly down and shriek, takes the full brunt of this wail, and he's shaken. His mind shifting away from this mushroom that he's holding in his hand so dearly.
I'm like, wait, shit.
And his legs kind of feel a little bit weaker. Javoli, your movement speed is going to be reduced to half.
Okay. What's half of 25? Is that
we'll
like
put
15?
It at, yeah, we'll put it at 15.
Okay.
All right. With that, Javoli, it'll be your go.
All right. I guess movement speed is not the worst thing that could happen. So, I'd say I'm gonna run back in here. So 1, 2, 3. And, see if I can grab some more magic.
Okay.
Perhaps I should have done that earlier, but whatever.
All right,
go
Squirrel,
on.
Your go.
Thinking
You were
about it now,
already
so.
running away from the start.
Well, I was trying to help you before, but now I'm just like, screw this. I'm gonna.
So Squirrel,
see
one
if I
thing
can actually help.
One thing to know, I know that like sword is obviously big damages and stuff. But if you do decide to shapeshift, that does count as magic, and your attacks do count as magic for like biting and clawing. In case you were wondering.
Then why did you stop me last time?
I was just pointing out that your weapon is an option also. Because I figured you didn't know that magical weapons work. So I was thinking you're going to shapeshift because you didn't think the sword's going to do that much because it's going to go right through.
Well, no, the reason I was going to shapeshift is because I wanted to crush the gem.
Gotcha.
And I felt the best way to crush the gem is with big badger hand. Or a big badger jaw.
Okay.
I figured that was like a good like way to go about it. Because in my head, if I break the gem, it can't suck shit anymore. Broken.
Sure.
Makes sense.
Which destroys the aberration's source of energy. And that's why I was like, I'll just crush it, right? But then you stopped me and I decided that it was time to fight.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you. I was just explaining. Sorry.
You're fine.
I will try and do as little explaining of random things as I can in the future, but I feel like you're still learning things that work in D&D, so.
Huh?
It's a learning session.
Yeah.
This is session 00.
Okay. But with that being said, I was going to shift this turn to see what the fuck would happen.
Okay. Yeah.
So I am going with my badger.
Okay.
Because I think I have a special bond to this badger.
Badger. Badger,
after ripping a person's face off, generally you guys bond together. Also, Jake, I just want to say that your sweatshirt pisses me off.
My sweatshirt? Why is it? Oh no. Oh yeah, it's in there.
It's been making me very mad this entire time.
Okay, just here, so that you have access to this. I gave you guys both the D&D rolls, so if you in Discord.
Man, it must have just like fallen off, cause
where did D&D go?
Is that better or worse?
Well, now they're just uneven.
Did I not make...
Well, I mean, they were uneven before, so like, is this better or worse?
I mean, it's a little bit better, but also bad.
Did I make the Dungeons and Dragons roll and not make the channels for it? What the heck? Why am I think that's what happened. I didn't make that.
You're stressing me out.
Why?
Not you.
Oh.
No, me. She's upset about my sweatshirt still.
Alright, I'm gonna post this in general really quick. Alright, so here, Allie, that's in the...
Oh, I didn't mute it. I'm sorry.
Hey, so that's the, those are the stats for the giant badger.
Hold on, I don't know. Okay, hold on.
Dude, I just remember that one time when I was the druid and I got to be the grizzly bear, and like for the first, this was like when Justin was DMing, and it was like for the first session, I was just a fucking house. I would just wild shape into the grizzly bear and absolutely fucking destroy people. And then the second session, Justin like made everybody else get stronger and all the enemies get stronger, but he didn't give me any like new roles or like new things to shape into. I was just like useless then.
That sucks.
Just like
it was
now?
but he was just like, you were too strong before. I was like, well, like, let me do something. He's like, no, this is your restriction on your like ability. I'm like, I can't do anything. Like, without my wild shape, I'm not like a fighter.
Okay.
But I don't know, it was just silly.
So I'm a badger.
Yes. So while you're transformed, you have the statistics of that badger. Aside from intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, you keep your own. You also keep all your skills, proficiencies, saving throws, etc. Saving throw proficiencies, not necessarily the stats behind it. And then you get its hit points. You have an additional 32 hit points. Wait, oh no, sorry, wrong thing I'm looking at.
I was like, that's an additional 13, dear.
Yes, 13, sorry. So you get an extra 13. Armor class. Does it say anything about armor class?
Armor class 10.
I'm reading your wild shape. I'm saying if you keep your own armor class or if you keep its. I feel like you're gonna keep.
Well, I don't know why it would give it an armor class if I was keeping my armor class.
Well, because technically the stat block is for if I wanted to like put a giant badger in the encounter. Like if you were fighting it. As long. Okay, so yeah, so the armor is not going to do anything, so you're going to have the same armor class as it. So you're easier to hit, but you have extra health. Okay, okay. Alright. You good to go? Are you just going at the apparition then with your badger?
I'm gonna start by doing that.
Alright. Go for it.
Okay. So I'll go at the apparition with my badger.
Yep.
We're gonna start this time.
Yep.
We're gonna start with the claws, right?
Okay.
Maybe that'll help me with my rolling
Sure.
as I choke on some chocolate.
So roll a d20 and add 3.
It doesn't, in fact, help.
That's not. I'm sorry. Are you gonna go for the? Are you gonna go for the claws? Or
no?
The
that
bite.
Was
yeah, the bite.
We're gonna go for the bite.
All right. Same thing. No, hold on. You rolled 20. Roll a d20.
Oh.
I see what you're trying to do there.
I hit the D. I don't know why it didn't go through.
So unfortunately, both of them are not going to connect. You claw and bite.
I'm gonna smash.
You claw and bite at this apparition, but it being a little bit more powerful resists your attempts, and it's going to reach out and try and suck you off. So, being a bear with less armor and resistance, and
I'm a badger.
Being a badger, not quite as nimble as your elvish form. You can't dodge it as easily. So the apparition takes its hand inside you and starts to suck the life out of you again.
Oh my.
So you're gonna take 6 damage, and then from shapeshifting, obviously you feel a lot stronger because you're a badger now, so you've got a lot more bulk to you. But in the after being sucked off like this, you feel that strength leaving your body, and although still being a badger, you feel like you're almost just as strong as physically, like pushing, shoving, lifting, dragging, and stuff like that.
Bitch!
As you would be as an elf.
That ruins my grand plan. Javoli!
Me! Alright, I run to the tree tumor, and I take my dagger, and I start digging at it again. And this time I'm not trying to be quiet, so I'm sure I can get much faster, or much further, much faster.
So what do you?
I just need to
what are you trying
dig
to
a hole, dig a hole large enough to obtain one or all of the magical items inside.
So as you dig your way in, and you get in there pretty quick because it's falling apart, and you're easily able to like cave out the small hole that you already dug through. You get your hands on the boots and like the necklace, and you feel that any previous magical essence to them has vanished.
This is bullshit.
Fuck you, Javoli!
This is fucking bullshit.
You can kind of infer that the surge from the gem previously had siphoned the rest of the magical energy from these items.
That's some shit, man.
We gotta break that gem.
I'll be honest, I tried to warn you about that by telling you that you saw those tendrils coming out as you're digging through it.
I thought
I was like,
they
maybe
were...
he'll catch on. Like, there's magic in there and it's being siphoned.
Well, I was thinking that they had been being siphoned the entire time by the tree, right? That's why it grew around them, was so it could siphon them. So
I gotcha.
I misinterpreted. It's okay though, because I'll just go smash the thing.
It's not okay. I'm being sucked off, and you went on an adventure to do nothing.
Okay, so I think I have like 1 more movement speed, so I'm gonna go there. Can I move action then move?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go there, and yeah, I think that's about what I got.
All right.
Okay, that's it. That's Javoli.
Squirrel. Miss Badger.
Badger's not working with me today.
You're clawing and biting, and the lack of strength behind it, and just the darkness. Like a badger, can a badger see in the dark? I don't know.
Yes, badgers can see in the dark.
All right, well.
In fact, the badger gives me dark vision or whatever.
Well, you had dark. All right, well.
Badgers are burrowing species, of course they can.
You're clawing and biting, but like you're not connecting. The apparition is just floating above you. It's easily avoiding your attacks. In fact, it's going for another way to drain, but fails to connect.
Widely.
Yeah, fails to connect. Or rather, it goes inside you, as if it was going to try and siphon the energy, but the sword that you're carrying recognizes that you're in danger yet again, and shines a radiant light over your badger, forcing the apparition to retreat immediately.
I'm sorry, sword. I'm kind of fucking up. I feel like Javoli.
Alright. Javoli, it's you again.
Alright, we continue our very slow slog towards the altar.
Alright.
There. That's what I got.
You gonna make
You
it?
don't want to try and like.
You're in range to make attacks if you so choose.
Well, last time I guess I'll just whatever cantrip vicious mockery. Last time I did that didn't work very great.
Alright, let's
vicious mockery. Was that damage roll?
That is a damage roll. So if it hits, you're gonna do 1 damage.
This is amazing.
You insult the apparition, and this time, clearly having less of a sense of self. It's insulted by your verbal abuse, and
you abusive motherfucker.
You
good.
Really
screw this ghost.
Stick it to him and do 1 damage.
Boom, stuck it to you.
All right, Squirrel, here you go. Jesus. You're clawing, you're biting, you're desperately trying to make contact with this ghost, but you just can't figure it out. It's floating above you, it's trying to like stay towards the ceiling, and you're a giant badger, but you're just not, you can't get there. You're fighting an aerial battle from the ground.
I'm so upset.
The apparition goes yet again, connecting this time once more, and going to siphon more of your health. You're gonna take 3 damage. Which, how much did I say you took last time?
Like, I don't know, like 4, 3, 5.
Actually, you're gonna take 4 damage. You took 6 last time, and you're taking 4 now. That's gonna be 10 damage total. Mark this.
How much HP do you have?
Oh, she shapeshifted.
Like, so she can completely deplete the badger HP and then shifts back.
Yeah. Now. Okay. After being drained this time, you feel far weaker than even you would be as an elf. You don't feel any strength behind being a badger anymore, and you feel that the drain of energy on you, were you not taking on the power that the shapeshift is giving you, would have drained every last bit from you.
Uh-oh. I'm sure it's fine. Michael?
Yep.
Okay. Vicious Mockery. Vicious Mockery the Ghost. Roll for me, baby.
You didn't want to get closer to help me or anything?
I'm trying to break the gem. I'm going for the source. It's your idea, isn't it? No,
Did
actually.
you move?
Huh? No, not yet. But I can move after my action.
Yeah, you can move at any point. You can break it up too.
Okay, yeah, I'll cast Vicious Mockery. Bam. Okay. Roll against me, baby.
Insulted yet again.
Bam.
The ghost
Okay.
takes another 3 damage.
And that's my movement. Don't die, Ellie. You got it.
I have no promises. So far, I'm rolling like trash.
I believe in you. Just
I'm
gotta
rolling
roll
fantastic.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
What is this?
That's me rolling.
For which one? Biter or claws?
This is claws.
Alright, well. You claw out. And this time.
Claw out. Claw out of what?
Clout.
You claw out at the.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, you claw out at the apparition. And this time you catch it before it gets too high in the air to avoid. And you run your claws through it. Give me some damage.
Nailed it.
It's on the card thing. So it's 2d4 plus 1. Nice. Perfectly average. And then you want to go for the bite?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, the bite is definitely going to connect. Having clawed it, you now have like some, although not a grip on it, but you're like tethered into its ethereal being, and you can use that to kind of leverage in to get like a nice bite into it. Go for the damage.
Is it the same thing?
1d6 plus 1. Oh wait, hold on. You didn't. Hold on.
What did I not do?
You didn't add the plus whatever +1 or whatever to the previous roll or this roll, but it's fine. I got it.
I just figured we could do the addition.
Well, I was just looking at the number that you roll. I wasn't checking what you were rolling.
Okay.
Anyways, you get 2 nice hits into the apparition. The apparition flails back at you. Doesn't make a connection. It kind of grazes through you. Doesn't get the drain off. Keeping you going for just a little bit longer.
Yeah, fuck you, apparition.
Javoli.
Alright. I run 1, 2, 3, final 15 feet to the stairs.
Alright, you're like right in front of this milky, round, smooth gem. It's got like clouded gray energy swirling around inside of it with like a pure black ore. You see this energy just like being pulled into it, and as you reach up, as you get closer, you can feel that even though you're like empowered with like radiant energy, it's taking its toll on you a little bit.
Okay, I take the vial of water that I have and I dump it on the stone.
All right.
That's quite the decision to make.
I'm making the decision because you're dying. It seems.
The water from the pool coats the gem and glows intensely. The stone almost shudders like in the wall. The siphoning of energy vanishes. The stone, the milky insides fade to just a smooth gray tone, and the orb changes appearance to more of just a flat gray shade, almost like a stone with no imperfections.
What does that mean?
Squirrel.
Okay.
As you're fighting this apparition, it halts suddenly. The darkness kind of fades from it, turning into a more ghostly appearance of like the expected like.
I'm just over here
white,
like
just a regular ghost.
White, silvery wisp. The appearance of the apparition also changes slightly. So the boniness, the long fingernails, the kind of deathly appearance that I previously had shifts back to a more refined elvish appearance. The one that
took a shower.
Yeah, to one that you can identify as like the elvish priestess. And the only words you hear her say are, "Thank you for my people," as she disappears.
Javoli! Whoa! A halfling dance by the defanged stone.
Now, is that everything with the stone, or are you?
Well, I assume we're out of combat now, right?
Yes,
so
you guys
I'm gonna take my time with the next couple of actions. Let's reconvene. I'm gonna.
So let's go with Allie. Squirrel.
Okay.
What is Squirrel doing once this concludes, essentially?
Completely flattening myself on the floor and getting ready for a fat nap.
As a badger?
As a badger.
Alright, so
just like we're done here. Damn, we could have done that way sooner.
So you lay down on the floor as a badger, and you take your short rest, a nice solid like half hour in this badger form.
I'm just like chilling over here next to the stone watching you sleep. Half an hour.
And you wake up, you unshape shift back into your elvish form, and you feel great. You feel back to normal, no more weakness, nothing. You just like 100% back
Yeah,
at
30-minute naps are great.
So out of context, I will say, if you hadn't taken that nap as a badger, you would have died. Upon shapeshifting back, you would have died instantly.
It's good thing I love naps.
Yeah.
So one thing I was not planning on, the attack of this apparition does a strength drain, where I roll a 1d4 to see how much your strength score drops, and as soon as it hits 0, you die.
Yeah, but with the temporary HP,
my
keeps
strength
you alive.
would hit 0 if I shapeshifted back because of the amount that it drained.
Yes.
But since I took a nap, everything recovered.
Yeah, it does say that if the target finishes a short or long rest, it goes away.
So it's like instead of like actually doing damage, you're just reducing their strength.
Right. Yeah. So like, and technically she was supposed to be doing a lot more damage. I was cutting all the damage in half because it's necrotic, and I gave you guys resistance to necrotic by ingesting the liquid.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We made some good decisions by accident.
Yeah, apparently, including my
nap. Javoli, what are you doing during this nap time? I guess.
I'm just chilling. I don't want to take a nap because I don't want to like. I don't know. Things are going crazy, and I just want to make sure nothing else crazy is gonna happen. So I'm gonna stand guard.
All right. So you just stand guard. Anything else with the stone? Anything with the room? Anything in particular? You're just like watching.
No, I think I really want to just wait and consult with Squirrel before doing anything else.
Skip forward.
I already made a decision on our behalf. So.
All right. Let's skip forward to you guys reconvene.
Yeah, I want to get out of here.
We reconvene.
Okay, so after taking some time to kind of reconvene, get your senses, kind of heal up, figure out what was going on. You feel the effects of like the radiant energy dissipate from you. You feel everything that was kind of affecting you from the stone has vanished. The weakness is gone. You can feel senses of magical energy returning back to the tree, back to the surroundings. As best as it can. And the one caveat being, you feel that the sword, its energy is fading.
No, OP sword, we don't get to keep.
So.
Oh, I'm keeping it.
Taking your sword out, the scimitar glows a radiant glow for one last time as you hear in your mind another thank you for saving for saving the tree, for purifying the stone, and that ominous till we meet again from what you can assume to be the Feywild entity that was worshipped and revered as part of this elvish covenant.
Hooray!
Yeah, can we get out of the tree?
Alright, I gingerly touch the stone just to make sure there's no stupid trickery still going on here. Like with the intent to pick it up if it's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to rip it out of the tree.
It is like in the tree. So touching the stone, you feel that there's no further energy to it. You can't say for certain that it is purified fully, but you have prevented
it for now.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems safe. Yeah. So okay, then I would like to remove it from the tree.
Okay. So you dig it out. Obviously, the tree's still dead. Pretty easily, and you have like a perfect circular sphere.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess we go back to Joe and tell them the bad news.
Fuck Joe.
Yeah. Don't mention those like magic stuff. You know, that was like in the tree until we broke it open and then it got all sucked. He doesn't need to know about that. That's fine.
I mean, magic. I will say magic is starting to flow back. So.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, never mind. Maybe it's fine. All right.
You want to take like one more?
But yeah, let's
glance around.
Do you want to bring your mushroom with you? You seem to have a really good time with that mushroom.
With the mushroom? No, I'm good with the mushroom. That was a fling. Okay, fine. Let's go check the magic stuff again. Go back to the tree tumor and see if the magic items are still drained.
Alright, so you make your way back to the magic items that were being protected by the tree. Not all of them, but most of them, or well, a couple of them, being recently trained, have had some of their magical properties returned to them, and you find in there. Obviously, there were also gems, so like those were unaffected. They're not necessarily magical. They're just
valuable.
But what you can find are that there are a pair of boots that feel like there has been some power returned to them, as well as a tiny little figurine about like yay big of made out of amethyst of a ferret.
Dibs.
Okay.
He specifically made that for me. There's no way he didn't.
Did he? I don't know. I don't know. I'm like he's just a DM designing a game for literally 2 people.
I just rolled. I mean, I rolled the dice. I rolled good.
You know, chances that he inserted an item that perhaps you would like. I don't know. Probably not. No.
Hey, I inserted boots for Jake. He'll like them.
Yeah, I love boots.
They're,
don't you know that? Hey, Everybody knows I love boots.
How many spell slots you got left? Go and identify those boots.
Oh hell yeah! I think I do have one left.
It's also
no, I got plenty. I got plenty of identifies for boots. All right, bam. I identify that bitch.
All right, you got some boots of elven kind. Surprise, surprise.
Wow, they're elvish boots. Okay.
Oh, let me see where I can actually find these. Because, in all honesty, I kind of threw these in as like flavor to the elvish stuff. But I also figured I could replace it pretty easily if if it didn't fit like how you guys are playing. But now I feel like they fit your playstyle very well. So while you wear these boots,
because I run away a lot.
While you wear these boots, you make no sound with your steps, regardless of the surface you're moving across, and you also have dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
Excellent. I am going to be a rogue bard.
And now,
Javoli, Rivoli.
I'll just say, like, you identified that and the figurine also. And the figurine, this is a spin-off of, like, the Onyx dog that is predefined. So, your amethyst little ferret, you can attune with it, and which means, like, you're bonded with it. And once per day, you can summon a spectral ferret for up to 6 hours. Now, this ferret can pass through magical objects while not interacting with an object. So, if it picks something up, it acts like a normal ferret. If it's not holding or interacting with anything, it can run through walls and do whatever. It can see invisible creatures and objects. And it has dark vision of 60 feet. So it'll see things in the dark, and you can communicate with it telepathically.
I like it.
Yeah, that's neat.
So, there you go. Now we're back to Joe, making our way downtown.
I assume, yes.
Alright, so, you guys take a nice... You guys want to take any rests, like in the forest or anything?
Yes.
Alright, so you guys get out of this tree. You guys had enough of this tree. Place is a wreck. You guys get outside. You set up camp like right outside the tree. Nothing special. What's a standard camp to you look like? You got Javoli, the bard. You got Squirrel, wizard.
Usually they're like on the ground floor. There's a bunch of tables and a barkeep and a nice lady who brings me hot food. And then you go upstairs. There's a bunch of different rooms, and we usually get the biggest ones with the nicest beds.
All right.
Sounds like a hotel to me.
All right, and then
it's more of an inn.
Squirrel, what does the camp look like to you?
Camp look like to me? That's like tents out in the middle of the forest with a little campfire and.
Is that to Squirrel or to you?
Alright, Squirrel doesn't need a campfire. Or not a campfire, a tent.
Okay.
I want a fire.
So Squirrel lives in, Squirrel's like one with nature. She's a druid. She just like merges with trees or something. I don't know.
Just like plops down on the ground. She's like,
plops down, attunes with nature.
Don't bother me.
Gets yourself a fire. So you guys get yourself a fire going. Javoli's all up like trying to make himself look all fancy and posh.
Complaining because there's no beds.
He's storming around and he like, can you give me a dex check?
Dex check, of course I can give you a dex check. Oh, it's gonna be a really good one.
You have the stone with you, right?
The what? The boots?
The stone.
Oh, the stone? Yeah, I got the stone with me.
Okay.
I'm also wearing the boots.
Yeah.
Which apparently makes me more dexterous.
Yeah, lets you be more proficient, or not proficient, but like it gives you, what was it?
You're just like, no, Jake, that's not how that works.
Where was it? Advantage.
It like makes me stealthy.
Yeah, you have advantage on stealth checks.
Yeah.
Which is pretty solid.
Which like is kind of like dex, but like not helpful in this situation.
I mean, it's basically like, hey, you get 2 chances of actually getting stealth off, which a lot of times like people are like, oh yeah, I'll try and be stealthy, and then they roll horribly, and it's like, well,
never mind.
I mean, you kind of have to still go through with it because you tried. Can't just be like, oh, I can tell I'm not going to be stealthy, so I'm not going to try and be stealthy anymore. It's like, you're gonna try and do it. It's just determining how stealthy you actually are. So I think, honestly, I really like the boots because I think it opens up a lot of more consistent
stealthy roles. Yeah, stealthy lines of play.
Yeah. Anyways, you're good at being stealthy, but you're not good at being graceful.
Apparently.
And you're complaining or whatever, and you throw a fit because like the fire's not big enough, and you try whooshing it up, and it's like
it's not.
I usually have like lots of food boiling over our fires, and they're like big and they're bonfires.
I'm gonna throw Javoli in the fire here.
Whatever,
pretty soon.
and he scuffs the fire, whatever, and the fire sparks, and the dead tree starts on fire.
I'd love. Okay, so the whole "what does a campsite look to you" was just, does this campsite have fire?
And
it's just a long roundabout way of trying to figure out if we're gonna burn down the forest.
Now both of you are looking at this tree, and you guys have saved the tree from countless evil. There's so much evil in that tree. You pulled out the remainder of any magical artifacts, saved the people from being tormented in an endless evil entity.
Man, let the tree burn.
You let the tree burn. You sit there and watch the tree burn. And surprisingly, it collapses in on itself. It's super dead. It burns quickly. And within the half hour, as you guys are just chilling and relaxing in your camp, it's done. It's done.
It's just over.
It's just a pile of ash, whatever. And as the last of the fire twinkles out, in the center of the pile, you see a little tiny sproutling with a leaf.
Oh, that's adorable.
So cute.
We did it.
And that's it. And then you guys go back to jump.
No. I turned to Squirrel. I'm like, we shouldn't go back to Joe. We just burned down the whole tree. let's just go. we got the stuff. We stopped the evil. Joe's gonna be fine. Joe and his village can fight their own battles.
We just fought the battle for Joe!
No, we just figured out what was going on with the elves. Joe and his village, if they need to deal with their little ranking system, like maybe they should just be better people and they'll be ranked higher up, you know? That seems kind of like a personal problem. And honestly, I don't want to explain all this.
I blame Joe wholeheartedly for letting the cloak guy go into the tree in the first place.
Oh yeah, I blame Joe too, but I mean, like...
So you agree the cloaked man is evil?
I never said the cloaked man... I blame him for letting him go to the tree. I never said there was any connection between what happened at the tree and the cloaked man.
Well, then why is it a bad thing that Joe let the cloaked man go to the tree?
I never said it was a bad thing. I just said I blame him for doing it, which I do.
Gonna lie.
Alright, so
anyway,
are you guys just dipping, or are you guys going back to Joe?
Village.
Yeah, fuck Joe. Let's not talk to Joe.
Hey, Joe is gonna give you guys free drinks.
I'm sorry if you had more like story planned.
But oh no, I didn't, but I had a good way to wing it if you guys did go back. So.
Wait, what?
I didn't plan anything for actually going back to Joe. In fact, I didn't even plan for Joe being a person in the entire story.
Just made him up on the spot. We've been talking about him the whole time.
We've been mad at this NPC that wasn't even planned in the first place.
Made up Joe, made up Auntie
Joe has
been
like one of the most compelling characters.
I made up the whole villages and the rankings. I made up the mushrooms.
Yeah, see, that's why I was like, there's no reason. There's no reason to do this. You made up the mushrooms. The mushrooms are like... How did you make up the mushrooms? Because they were like mushroom monsters.
I knew I wanted mushroom monsters. I didn't know that I wanted mushrooms. Or that they were going to glow. Or that they would have context.
He told me last night that like the selling factor was me screaming that they were the elves.
I'm sorry, what was that last bit? With the elves?
He told me the other night that like the deciding factor on the Mushis was like that I yelled about them being elves and shit.
I'm just like, yep, now we make them a thing.
Now they're a thing, yep. Easy.
Alright, I got a question for you guys.
Yes.
Good. Do like this. Okay, so here's...
Does this figure look good?
My miniature.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but he's got like a bunch of axes hanging off his belts and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, it's like, now it's focusing on my shirt. Focus on the dude in front.
What a nice shirt.
Whatever. But he's got like axes and shit hanging off him, right?
Sure.
Like everywhere on his belt. There's like 7 of them. And then he's got this thing on his back.
Yeah.
Are those axes or are those arrows? Because I don't see a bow anywhere.
Arrows.
I don't see a bow anywhere on this person.
I can't tell you.
So like, do I paint these? And also like, they're not arrow tips, or like they're not the back of arrows.
The tip of the arrows aren't sticking out. Otherwise,
well, no, but they're not like.
Yeah, they might be. It might be something else.
So I'm thinking like, are they just more axes? But like, how would they fit in the thing then? So like, I don't know what to color them, because if they were arrows...
I would say treat it more like just a pack of, or like a wrapped something.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily axes or arrows.
I want to just like color the tips though, so I think I might like make them metal colored. But...
I mean, it might be more axes. Maybe it's like those, what are they called? Like the climbing spikes or whatever?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Oh, I was gonna, so, that one thing that I was gonna tell you, Jake, earlier, in case you wanted to be more, impactful.
Helpful. Mm-hmm.
All of these things are undead. So you can cast any of your healing spells on them to do damage to them.
What? That's a thing? Oh.
Holy magic hurts undead.
I didn't realize that was like a thing, like a game mechanic in D&D.
I think it is. It might not be, but
it's like... It's a game mechanic in almost anything else. You
could have just been like, hey, if I try and heal this undead thing, will it heal it or will it hurt it?
The one time, why would I say that though? Like, what in my mind would be like, let's use this healing spell to
because it's holy
attempt
magic.
To damage an enemy.
Because you're like using a healing ability on something that has already died.
It's just like counterintuitive to me.
It's...
I would never in a million years have asked that.
No, I mean it's a. I've seen it used in like several games where it's like anything that does healing, it does the opposite to like undeads.
I've seen that trope before, like, but the only game that I've actually played where it was a mechanic is like Minecraft.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was like the healing potions, damage enemies.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like, hey, you could start like casting healing spells on these things and be like, yeah, die.
Is that actually like a game mechanic in D&D though?
I'm not sure. I don't know where to look for it either. But I feel like it is. Let me see. 5e healing undead. I guess. I see. Okay, so technically in 5th edition, Cure Wounds and other like healing spells specifically say that they have no effect on undead or constructs. In previous editions, though, holy or like radiant energy, like radiant healing spells would damage undead, whereas casting necrotic spells would instead
like heal them.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, I'm perfectly fine playing that way if you do want to play that way.
We'll see. I mean, if they made that change, I'm sure they made it for a reason. But we're probably aren't gonna ever play seriously enough where it would actually.
I mean, it gives you options. Like if you're fighting undeads, you could cast like healing spells to hurt them, like we have been, because like this entire thing was basically undeads. Or I don't know, maybe you're like talking to a lich and he's like dying and you're like, well crap, we need to keep him alive, and it's like, well,
kill him,
shoot necrotic energy at him.
Yeah.
I don't know, just options.
Alright, well, I'm okay with that. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun little one shot.
Thanks. We're gonna take down the stream. Thank you for all of my...
I gotta say, I really like the end with the fire.
Oh yeah?